Welcome to the Bardic Cauldron, wizards young and old, where during adventures and terrible jokes are told. Grab your mug of your favorite brew, grab your seat, and enjoy the view. Welcome back, everyone, to our next episode of Curse of Strahd. We are so excited to have you here this evening. Um, can't think of anything to waste your time with, so let's go ahead and jump into tonight's recap of Curse of Strahd. Get that new channel. Just Hydra again. Because instead of putting your guys' stuff at 100% in the call, it knocked it down to 50 and I could barely hear it at all.
That's weird.
That is not the song. That's for like fight music. That is not the same. There we go. It's not the creepy ha 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 that I hear them do. Alright, there we go. Last time on Curse of Strahd, as our party began to finish this last, at least what they could tell, last floor of the Argynvost mansion, with getting a quick rest in, quick, nice little long rest in before they continued on. Our friends began to journey, and while making it through, two spectral archers that were shooting arrows down at our party, they were able to get past as Azula, Thistlethorn, flew into the air, got right where she believes was a handle hilt to a sword, but no blade attached. After the encounter with the spectral archers, our party began trying to identify and figure out what this hilt was. They were able to discuss that this was a sun sword, the sun sword. It has the properties of a sun blade, but over time, it has become sentient. And this is the weapon that Sergei once held, and that our friends believe will help them in defeating Strahd von Zarovich. They began to go ahead and catch back up in Valaki. While in Valaki, many things happened. The Keepers of the Raven were updated and asked for any information they could get. Irwin was going to send a couple scouts out and check out for any maybe a location of the Skull of Argynvost and perhaps fortifications of Castle Ravenloft, if there is any. The party also made a stop in the Church of St. Andrew, speaking with Father Lucian and the other allies, Victor, Van Richten, and Ismark, updated them on what has transpired since they all last left each other at the werewolf den. Ismark, it's been a while since they had Ismark with them, so he needed more information. There, they began to learn that Vasily and Irina had been spending a lot of time together. And it seemed for once in some time, Irina was finally happy again. There, our party got some bad vibes about Vasily, so they began to scout out his mansion. Found a home with no furniture or anything inside. They did hear the butler or servant speaking to someone, warning them. There they found the servant talking into a glass ball, warning whoever was on the other side. While identifying this, Odeline was able to learn that this crystal ball is used to send the sending spell back and forth as sort of like a sending ball of some kind, a little bigger than a sending stone, but orb. There they learned that it was meant to get back. The messages were to get back to Strahd von Zarevich. With hearing that Vasily is either in ties with Strahd or is Strahd himself, our party began to get ready for a trip down to the forgotten village of Berez. That's where we're actually going to pick back up. So I guess just some like clarifications. Because there were some questions last week. First, our party is now level 7. They hit a milestone last week.
Is that 6 or 7?
6.
Yes, 6. Thank you.
I mean, I'll take 7.
No,
I will also take level 7.
no, 6. Wow. My bad. So, Azula, with what we talked about of the differences between patron and yourself,
Mm-hmm.
would you have gone inside the church knowing that?
I would have still said no.
Okay, I just didn't know if you
No.
wanted to retcon or not. Okay. So we
No,
pick
it's
back
alright.
up the next morning. The day is yours. What do you guys want to do with it?
Well, we slept outside.
Yeah, sleeping outside. I'm going to go up to Isri and be like, is your throat feeling better? You were awfully quiet yesterday.
His throat is not feeling better.
I guess not. Let's make you some tea.
He might.
My thing was muted because my dog was
Muted.
barking. I'm terrible. Anyways,
Timing couldn't have been more perfect, though.
No, I'm better now. I think maybe seasonal allergies or something. Couldn't tell for sure, but we're
Us
back.
all. Yeah, it happens to us all sometimes.
Yeah. But no, I appreciate the checking in. Thank you.
So is that tea for everyone?
Absolutely. And I will make sure everybody has some tea and do a little prestidigitation on everybody's tea to make sure it tastes really good, no matter what actual supplies we may have in Barovia.
No.
So, do we all know what direction this Berez is in?
Sorry, who?
Do
The-
we know that?
The drowned village. that Are looking to check
Victor would have told you that as soon as you come across this crossroads and the routes splits into 3. He told you to go ahead and stay on the side closest to the river, which is this route right here. He says if you follow it, you'll come to a marsh, like a swampy area.
Can anyone see the map?
Not.
Or am I still on the
No,
pirate
we are.
page?
You guys
We
are
are
still
on the
landing
Curse of
page.
Strahd
I
page.
did not give you the red ribbon of you're allowed to see this now.
There you.
Thank you.
There you go. So this little bridge right here that you guys have come across this bridge. You guys are getting pretty familiar. You know once you hit the bridge, you're almost in Veliky. But
Cool.
so this where it splits into 3. The middle was towards Argynvost.
It's like down here, I imagine.
Oh no, it's down.
Oh, it's down even more. Oh, it's all the way down there. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the
Cool, cool.
marsh.
You love a marsh.
Yeah.
And then waters is
All right.
vampire gators.
Vampire alligators.
But there are usually some pretty flowers among the marshes.
And crazy old swamp witches.
Or
Yeah.
maligned women who just happen to live independently and
I would normally agree
Well.
with you, but Barovia makes everything terrible. So
That's true. That's very true.
everything is terrible. Victor's not terrible.
a notable outlier, but still.
Ismark in Arena, not terrible.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Father Lucian, not terrible.
Most things are terrible. Say that then.
But not all.
Not all, but most.
So you gotta give her a chance. You can't just start calling people witches and writing them off before you've even met them. At least wait until you've met them.
Well, there is always a chance that a person is a witch by occupation rather than personality. At that point, you can still call them a witch independently.
And there might be a reason that nobody is at a flooded village anymore, and she is the only sole occupant there.
Maybe it's like, oh goodness, what was his name? Savid? Who was at Argynvost? They might just be there because they want to be alone, safe
Well-
from everyone else.
He was hiding.
Lived there. Yeah, he was hiding around. He didn't live there.
Yes.
But maybe this woman found a place that nobody else wanted to go, and is keeping to herself so that nobody burns her at the stake.
It's a possibility, but it's still best to be cautious.
So are we all
The,
packed up and ready to go? Go for it.
Oh yes, I was just about to say how far away is said swamp village.
It's about a day and a half. You probably
Day and
get.
a half.
You guys will get maybe right below where Argynvost is. Oh, let's see.
Okay.
It's every square is a quarter mile, right? Not a full.
Yeah. Well, that's what it says on the map. Yes, it's a quarter mile.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I
It's-
I get my
it's
calculations
not-
differently.
It's not that far away, I guess. It'd be like
Yeah, that makes Barovia a lot smaller than I thought it was.
That does, yeah.
Yeah, that makes me rethink things. Okay.
I guess it's kind of realistic though, because keep everything close, ish.
Yeah.
It'd be like a day. It looks like at least a day,
this
at
looks
least
like-
one day.
So if every square is a quarter mile, it's only about like 16 hours.
Okay,
We'll
yeah,
still
that's
need
not
to do an
bad.
overnight. We'll still need to camp out at least a night.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Before we go, Dungeon Master, I have a bit of an odd question for you.
No such thing as an odd. There's no such thing as an odd question.
Oh,
Um,
we're going to break you of that notion.
Okay.
Is there anywhere in Veliki where I could possibly find a gilded acorn that is worth at least 200 gold pieces. Like, I don't have the money after last session, but I need to know, like, is there anywhere where like just weird stuff like that might be sold, like a flea market or some like
No.
Didn't you
no
guys kill some
understandable.
nobles a while back? Didn't they have an estate sale after they were all dead? No.
I,
Because
going on a limb.
in real life, a rich person's estate sale is exactly where I would look for that kind of thing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she probably didn't have a gilded acorn. But
Unfortunately,
I
that is kind of the charm.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That Barovia has. There's not shit.
There's no gilded acorns in Barovia. I understand.
So, basically, you guys have been, I think, you guys have been to at least every area of Veliki. There is only 8 actual like major buildings, such as the church, the tavern, the Burgermeister's mansion, Lady Walker's mansion, the stockyard, the coffin shop, the toy store, and the town square. That's it. Then of course now Ingrid is, working on making her place, but that's it.
Ingrid might be able to make me a gilded acorn worth 200 gold pieces eventually.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the second level spell I had replaced is completely useless to me.
Yes.
Is
so
good,
with that, I will, if that's the case, I'll let you switch out one, because it's.
I'm gonna do that because I feel like that is a. I'm gonna switch that out with something else.
Yes.
Give me just a minute to do that.
Yeah, you're completely fine. If you want to go ahead and do that.
No, yeah, keep going. I will.
So you guys are gonna go ahead and head towards where this swamp village is.
I think that is the plan. Oh.
Okay.
All right. You know what? I am replacing. Give me a minute. Hold on. I almost have my mind made up.
You're completely fine. No worries.
Oh, you guys keep going. I'm gonna be a second.
Okay. So you guys are headed to Berez, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
The Venice of Barovia.
Okay. So give me 1 minute.
You poetic way of looking at it. I'm sure. I hope it's that nice.
Ooh.
For a large portion of the way, Odeline is spending the time talking about how beautiful aquatic cities can be. And sorry about that was an alarm. How beautiful aquatic cities can be, and basically describing a city back where she comes from that is, Venice of where she comes from. How maybe this marsh town is really, really nice. We don't know.
Irnan is not listening to a word she is saying because he is reading the history of Barovia while they're.
And that's just like, that's just the title that I gave it. There's really no great, unless you want to recall it Barovian bullshit, because that's what you guys are dealing with, but it does give you the basic history. It talks about a warlord of some kind that came from a distant land, so distant that no one remembers the name of it. And he came over, trying to expand his territory. And he had his first visit here. He got injured and fell into a group. known as the Vistani. They nursed him back to health. He went home. His second visit here, he took over Barovia. And then that's where it kind of goes into some of like the folk tales about each, the Order of the Silver Dragon and all that fun stuff that you guys have learned. That's basically what it tells you so far.
Reconfirms what I've connected the dots with. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So with that, most of your day goes pretty well, uneventful. It looks as though he's still keeping his promise about you guys being safe while away from his castle. Well, going for when you guys go to his castle to have dinner with him. Core.
Yes.
About 2 hours out, you do get a message.
Alright.
Core, I just wanted to see how you and your friends are doing. Are you still coming to dinner sometime?
Gonna let just gonna respond back. Yes, we are still coming. We just have to finish up a bit of last minute business.
What was that, Core?
I'm just gonna mouth out it's Strahd.
Oh, wonderful. Tell him we say hello.
That's all I say. That's all I say to him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D100 because there is
Oh.
a 5% chance. Even sending, you still got to do that. Even though it's Strahd's domain, he still has to abide by the sending rules.
He's on a different plane of existence than us?
Maybe.
Shit, okay. Yeah, he gets that.
Okay, that's good. At least from you guys have kind of maybe figured that out maybe by this point.
Is Castle Ravenloft like a demi-plane or something? That's kind of cool, if that's the case. I don't know anything about this.
Exactly. That's why I love it. Nothing. But so after you send the message, anybody have anything to say at that point? Like as a follow-up or anything?
Out of character, just so you know, I replaced the Summon Beast spell with Magic
With magic what?
Magic Weapon.
Magic weapon? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Thanks.
I'm not sure where we are in the timeline of travel. There is something I want to do before we bunk down
Okay, you guys
between
are
Valaki and Berez.
you guys are right here by the time Cole gets his tweet.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to load the map and figure out where you are on it.
Yep, you are. You're actually almost there. And
Okay.
there's still light from what you can tell about the road.
Mm-hmm.
Hardcore.
Yeah, so like I said, right before we bunk down, there's something I want to do, but I'll wait until we're making camp.
Okay. Now, so here's the question now. Do you want to continue on into the night?
No!
Oh, so you guys are gonna bunk down.
Yes, I'm still very tired. I have not slept at all the previous
Okay,
night.
that's all I need to know. That changes some things.
Oh no.
We're no longer traveling, and by the rules, as long as we're traveling, making our way to the Castle Ravenloft,
So,
we're safe and harmed. But if we're bunking, we're
Fuck
not.
you, Von Simpovich.
Who?
I'm not taking a point of exhaustion traveling through the night.
I'm not taking a second one.
Is
That's
there
for sure.
anything, either Irvin, Azula, or Isri want to do before you guys bed down for the evening?
Organize watches.
Iernan does what he
I
always
think
does.
I'm good.
He camps a little bit out ways from the group, and he's over there. He's actually playing his flute at the moment and just doing his own little thing.
Okay, that's what I need to know. Okay, let's organize some watches. Who will take first watch?
Take first watch, but before we actually bunk down for the night, I'd like to talk to Irnan.
Okay, what? Okay, go ahead.
So I mosey on over and say, "Oh, that's lovely flute playing."
His flute playing kind of slows down as he kind of just sees her approaching, and he's kind of like, and just kind of puts it down to the side and gives her his attention.
Have you been playing the flute long?
Since I can remember,
Who taught you?
my father.
And he's still alive, I assume, back home?
No,
I'm so sorry. Your mother?
no,
Is there anyone back home that you miss?
no one that I would tell you.
That's a bit harsh.
It's my business.
It is, but I wanted to talk to you about maybe getting in touch with some of your people back home that you might miss. You seem the most unhappy of all of us to be here, and I wanted to share what I am able to do to get in touch with my people back home with you in case there were people that you missed back home that you wanted to send a message out to.
I'm alright with
You
them
don't-
not knowing where I am.
You don't seem already.
Because I'm not home. I'm here with a bunch of people that I've only known for a couple weeks now.
Days in
I'm okay
my
with
case
most
and
of them.
Zula's case, but you're not
Nothing's
okay
changed.
with...
I don't have to trust anyone.
Okay. You don't have to trust. That's very fair and probably smarter than the way I necessarily go about things, given experiences here in Barovia so far. But you can't be polite or genial or friendly to people you don't trust.
I can be if I want to be.
But you don't want to be.
Not when I'm trying to relax myself and one is asking me questions.
Not when you're trying to relax, not when we're in battle, not when you're reading, not when we're going around town trying to make purchases. I have yet to discover any time when you seem to feel particularly inclined to be friendly or genial for any reason. So I'm curious.
Why should I be?
Because it doesn't hurt you to be nice to other people, to be polite, to be friendly, to at least try to make connections. It doesn't cost you anything. As I said, you don't have to trust me, certainly not, and you don't have to trust anyone else we're with. But haven't you noticed this place is filled with cruelty and misery, and do you really think that adding to it, just by being rude and brusque, is doing anybody any favors?
Since I've been here, I've been told to just give up. Just give up. Just accept that your life's here. I don't want to do that. I've been doing my best here. I've helped people as best as I can. And yet you're telling me I have to be jovial to do that. I don't.
I didn't say jovial. I didn't say jovial. I said genial, polite, friendly, kind. And I have never once said that you should give up and accept your life here. I don't think anybody in our party has. I think we are all united in our determination to not be here forever, but to do the best we can while we're here. Of course you shouldn't give up and accept that life is here now. Not one of us is accepting that.
How I get things done is my business. If any of y'all need help, I'll do my best, but that's it.
All right. Are you done with that book? That history book?
He kind of just offers it forward. He's like, it's just basically reassuring what we already know.
Feel interesting to read how the natives here view their history of their land. There's a lot of insight to be gained. Thank you. And I take the book and I walk away.
Alright. Watches.
Odeline said she'd go first. I can go second.
Yeah, I'll go first.
You got the dead at night.
I'll take 3.
Okay.
Okay, no watching.
Azula's so little that we just miss her when we
Yeah.
roll out the watches.
Alright, go ahead and make me a perception check.
That is suboptimal 10.
Could be just the conversation that you and Erin had earlier.
I open the book and get distracted a little bit.
Could be you trying to read while on watch. But nothing bad happens. Second watch.
For now.
All right, I'm gonna do this perception check.
Yep.
Wow. Also suboptimal 10.
Pretty much the same thing. Your mind is elsewhere. Thankfully, nothing happens on your watch.
Awesome.
Third and final watch.
Nothing that we know about happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23.
Core, you're
Way to break the mold.
on it. You are
Thank
very
goodness
sure.
for Cora.
It probably helps that Bongo is probably keeping you company with. He's still like getting used to. Now he's trying to swing 2 swords instead of 1, and it's kind of hard not to stay awake watching a chimp swing 2 swords. It's
Imagine he just like has them both and he's just spinning around as fast as
yes,
like-
like
sure.
you see him get dizzy, kind of fall down for a moment to get back up after like.
Yeah, okay, if he's doing that, I will gladly take disadvantage on the roll if Bongo's doing that because that's
Yeah.
distracting. So take a 12.
Oh well, no. I mean, it's. He's like, oh, I mean, I'll take a 12, but
I would rather watch a monkey. All right.
But with that, you guys continue on your trek, to Berez. Give me a hot skip and a jump, as
Okay.
my mother used to say.
At around like the 4 a.m. mark, I'm gonna leave Bongo with everybody else. I'm gonna go like catch breakfast for everybody.
Okay.
Joke's on you, buddy. I've already doing that. I'm kidding. He beat me to it.
And I have the Wanderer feat from being an
they
Outlander
chose-
background, so.
They updated roll 22.
Oh no.
Do what?
They updated roll 20 a little bit. The
See what you get.
fog of war stuff is different.
Oh, no.
No. We won't. I think I selected that right. Is it showing anything? Well, it's not showing anything for me. I just.
Yeah, we're still on the overworld map.
Alright, here we go. Alright. No, they just added new stuff, and I was just like, WTF, mate? Stupid kangaroos.
Alright. Really?
I'm sorry. I completely forgot. That was not on purpose, I promise.
Okay.
But still, absolutely hilarious. Okay. Put you guys onto this part.
Ooh,
Oh,
let's see if I'm tiny.
You still might be tiny core.
I'm tiny.
Yeah. Go. Tiny core.
Tiny core in the house. Let's go.
That's lovely. All right.
The opposite of Rick.
The trail hugs the river for several miles. The dirt and grass soon turn to marsh as the trail dissolves into spongy earth pockmarked with sands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. A thick shroud of fog covers everything. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew, their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire, as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for blood. The fog is much thinner on the far side of the river, where a light flashes amid a dark ring of standing stones. It's, as you guys are getting a first look at this place, you can feel that, it's very damp. Looks like after a nice fresh rain, basically. And you can definitely see that there are some cottages that are just kind of over in this area over here. You can make them out. You can't like fully make them out, but you can see that they're like standing there.
I want to take a look around just the area. Any people footprints that look and recent at all?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception check.
Yes.
There's gonna be a 6.
This is an area, a terrain you're not familiar with.
Yeah, swamps are icky.
Yeah, this is different. Forests and grasslands and plains are kind of strictly kind of where you know your stuff. Here, it's hard to discern a footprint from a hole a rock left when it like washed through. It's really hard to discern which is which. You do, however, in the fog on this side of the river, there's a little like yellow-orange light that kind of just dances, almost like back and forth.
Where at?
Over in this direction. On your guys' side of the river.
Like here?
South.
Oh. Does it look like a lamp or like a firelight?
That's probably what it is. Because you see it's kind of like swinging.
Okay.
We want to
Gonna
cross the river?
No. Keep an eye out. We're not alone. Point out the swinging light to everybody.
Can I, before we approach, can I spend 10 minutes to just do a little something that might be helpful for us all?
Sure. What are you wanting to do?
Alright.
I'd like to spend 10 minutes to cast Water Walk as a ritual on me and all of my cohorts, because I can do it on up to 10 people that I can see within 30 feet.
Little cleric shit. All right.
Okay.
Shit. While she's doing that, as she comes to like finish that up, I'll go ahead and cast Nature's Aegis on myself.
Okay.
Boost up my AC.
All right. How long is water work good for, and how long is for an hour?
Yep. I
How long
wish
is
I could.
nature?
Also an hour.
There we go. I got it displayed.
Thank you. Okay,
I'll go ahead and send mine too.
No duration.
And it's a ritual, so I am not using a spell slot for that. But I am taking 10 minutes to do it.
So you're so cool, but you are you still walking over to where that dancing?
No. I'm waiting for her to be done. But
Okay.
I'm just gonna go like walk over to a patch of reeds or something, and then just make an Iron Man suit of armor out of the reeds for myself.
Okay, sounds good.
Can I send Cordelia over and see what she sees?
Yes. You go ahead and send your barn owl forward. I'll tell you what, she is able to discern.
Can I ride on Bongo since I'm Tiny Core?
No.
Can I get my icon on the map just so
Yes, you may. I can definitely do that part.
And what about Azula?
I can do Azula too.
It looks like it's a all boys, no girls club on the map.
Heck yeah.
It's the it's the She-Man Woman Haters
The
Club.
He-Man Woman Haters Club
Yeah,
from.
whatever, yeah.
We're all just having a mash pit around Bongo while he does awesome flips and stuff.
Yes, that's the one.
Making monkey noises, just like,
Whose toes are those?
So Cordelia sees a dozen moss-covered menhirs form a near-perfect circle. I think it's a plant. I've never read that before like that in the spongy earth. These weathered stones range in height from 15 to 18 feet. A couple of them lean in as if to share some great secret with their inscrutable neighbors. A wary-looking peasant woman lurks behind the tallest stone, a rusty lantern clutched in one gnarled hand and a dagger clutched in the other. She has a kind of like a black cloak over her face. You see a little bit of, I believe this lady. What is your description? One more time for me. She seems to have the same hairstyle, that Erwin's wife has.
Oh.
It's pulled back. It's got a little bun, and in where a hairpin would go, you can see a raven feather.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Can Cordelia land next to her?
yeah. She kind of is looking at Cordelia. Well, aren't you a strange one? What are you doing out here?
Cordelia will just kind of like cock her head and everything, like looking like a curious bird.
Well, friend, are you alone out here?
Cordelia will just do like a 360 turn around her both ways, then come back.
Well, I mean no harm. You see, she goes in and puts her dagger back up, and she kind of extends her hands, and she pulls out some of her rations.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to like coax her over there.
Yeah. I think Cordelia will at least take one thing, and then I want her to fly in the other direction of us,
Okay.
and I'll zip out of it, but she's gonna like fly away from us and kind of like circle back to me,
Okay.
and then I basically Irnan was telling the others what he sees as he sees it.
Okay.
Then his eyes kind of like go back to it, and he's just like, "That's it. I don't see anybody else."
I can't think of anything more friendly sounding than trying to feed a bird.
Well, she's
Do
friendly
we
to
want to
birds.
be-
What they don't want.
Do we want to be extra stealthy just in case?
Sure, I can try and handle that if you want.
No, it's alright. And I'll cast Pass Without Trace on everybody.
Okay.
Awesome.
Alright.
I get 1 free use of that per day.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, what are you guys doing?
I think we should
I'll
introduce
put the group
ourselves.
for now.
Yeah, I think we should at least try to be like amicable, cautiously for the time being.
I'm gonna hide just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stealth check.
25. No, yes, 25. That's
Five?
that's
Okay.
pitiful.
Are you all right with me not being stealthy and just going up and introducing myself?
Oh, that's fine. I'm going to be stealthy.
Okay. That makes
I'm
sense.
always stealthy.
Aaron just
are all
wants to be
very-
able to have visual on her before the lady before he commits to anything, so he'll just stealth with everyone.
Yeah. If she just tries to stab y'all, I want her to regret that decision instantly.
Yeah.
By realizing
Anyway,
that
that's a 37 stealth, by the way.
But yeah. Okay. sounds good.
gross. I only rolled a 25. That's pitiful.
Oh,
think-
okay.
I think in this case, I think Odaline's not trying to stealth. Odaline's just gonna go and try and walk over to the lady. She's gonna be a little bit more cautious than she was with the guys that turned out to be revenants, but
I'm gonna go with Odeline.
Okay, you're gonna go with her as well.
Yeah, in case anything happens, she's not like alone right next to this person.
Okay.
so I'm gonna, as soon as I'm like in eye shot of her, I'm gonna wave an arm out and say hello, but there's also a good deal of distance before I do that.
Okay.
So I can't just be
Go ahead.
sucker punched or stabbed immediately.
She kind of steps forward a little bit. Yeah. Shh. Keep it down. Who are you?
I'm sorry. Hello, I'm Odaline. I curtsy.
What are you doing out here?
Well, that is a great question that I did not get all of the specifics on before I came. But I heard that there was somebody out here who might be able to give us some more information. I'm new to Barovia, you understand.
Obviously. Or you would be screaming out in the fog.
And may I ask, what precisely are you concerned might happen?
You have
Because-
not heard of her then.
Of who?
There's a witch that lives in her town.
I did hear about that. I kind of assumed it was one of those misogyny things.
Oh,
There's
no.
a woman who lives alone. She may not be super attractive. She doesn't adhere to men's rules of proper behavior, so she is actually magical.
Oh, this is a witch.
As in has
Green
Has-
witch with a broomstick and a cauldron.
magical powers, fairly grumpy.
For what I've gathered, yes.
What is the worst thing you've heard she's done? And where did you hear that she did it?
What good witch flies around in a giant's skull?
I mean, if it meant I could fly, I would fly on a giant skull.
That sounds kinda cool.
Have you seen the scarecrows then?
Wait, it's just
I
you-
have not.
Oh, I have.
Scarecrows are always walking around. They
Yeah.
can be seen at the winery. They sometimes will go and try to take away some of the good wine there.
Who among us has not gotten carried away
But
taking
it-
some wine they
So
shouldn't
you're
have?
completely fine with scarecrows walking around and taking your stuff?
I wouldn't love it, but to be honest, I'm still
They
not
are-
seeing a huge
They're
problem.
kind of spooky. They kind of just. I got close to one time, and it like snatched and instantly killed a raven that was flying by, and it had like a bunch of them stuffed into its stomach.
Yes,
They're just.
they've been killing our kind.
Oh, so they've killed people.
Ah. Yes. And no.
What do you mean?
Well.
Because killing people,
Go
I
ahead
think,
and
is
shake her head a little bit.
killing people. I'm with you. That's
you see,
wrong. That
as
is
she
a
looks
bad
back
witch.
up at you, her face is that of a raven.
Oh, goodness! I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So she's killed other raven shifters then.
She nods. Goes ahead and shifts back and
I'm so sorry. That definitely sounds like a bad witch.
Does she look like one of the were-ravens that
she
we've
looks
dealt with?
exactly like one of the were-ravens.
Yeah, Irnan comes out of hiding.
Me
Okay.
too.
If you don't mind my asking, what are you doing here then? If she's kind of crazy bad news.
Though I'm too scared, something needs to be done about her. I've been trying. Well, get information
DM,
in case.
I'm gonna use Divine Sense.
Okay.
Just gonna pop Divine Sense. Any fiends, fae, or undead in 60
How far?
60 feet?
How far is everyone else?
Right now I'm like 10 feet within everybody.
You might catch a little vibe off of Odeline with that.
I think you also catch a vibe off of Isri.
I'm a
Hi.
pure soul.
Anybody else?
Irnan's a pure soul, pure gold, baby.
I would say, like, you get faint.
Anybody
faint,
that's
faint.
not my party?
Oh, okay. Let me see. You are looking for,
I know some hags have a type of fiend, so I'm just trying to see if.
That's a good question.
Here, I will. Let me see if I can send the thing. Divine Sense. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I guess I can't send it. Oh, yes, I can. There we go.
Yep.
Let me see where you are currently somewhere. You're Tiny Core.
I'm Tiny Core, y'all.
And how? And what's the distance?
It's within 60 feet of me. So.
60 feet now.
Oh my God! Why is each of these squares 100 feet?
Oh my god.
It's the giant tree battle again.
I'll be able to see.
I actually
the map.
retcon that you do not catch anything off of Odeline because
Yeah,
I'm looking at it in
sorry.
celestial fiend or undead only. So she's not a celestial fiend or undead. We'll just
Okay.
Yeah, so
Not a
the only one
celestial
you
fiend
get,
or undead.
is from Isri.
Nothing in my
Oh.
pocket?
Nope, that's it. Isri's the only one.
Okay.
Is the only one you get.
All right.
Which you kind of already knew that.
That's right. Yes. Okay.
I'm a-
So nothing.
Not vampire, or
but Odeline doesn't know that.
Okay, so this lady does not appear to be a hag in disguise, at least not right now.
No.
Okay, cool.
So you were saying why you were here?
I've been trying to commission someone to do something about her, but
Mission? Did you mean pay?
not necessarily pay. I don't really have anything to give, but it would help Barovia a lot if she was gone.
Alright, well, we were coming here anyway to ask some questions, gather some information. We might be able to take care of this problem. Can you specifically, how will it help all of Barovia, or is it just, eliminated another threat against your people? is good
Well,
generally.
This supposedly this woman, she's the one that persuaded the druids at Chester Hill to give up any of their beliefs and follow Strahd. She's very powerful.
Interesting.
All right, that's all I needed to hear. Let's go find her.
Iernan is immediately trying to find a way to cross the river.
You can
We can
walk
walk
on
across it.
water.
You notice you
can
go.
walk
You
on
don't even
water.
think about it. You go to step and you're just walking. Then you realize about halfway you're like, wait a sec. There was a river here, and you kind of look down like, oh wait, I'm walking on water. How am I walking on water?
And
Iernan just lets out a just starts walking.
Odeline going to walk up and say, now, if you had been listening to anything I had been saying and just instead of just tuning me out like you always do, you would have known you could do that.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Odeline rolls her
Iernan,
eyes.
go ahead and take a point of inspiration. I'm sorry,
Wait,
just
what?
there's this thing in comedy called timing. The setup was there, and then the punchline was delivered right after. I love that response. That's hilarious. Okay. So as I assume everybody's crossing the river, just kind of like taking a step, making sure that is that really happening, and you're just walking across. As you approach this cluster of ruined cottages, separated by low stone walls, you see a stretch of dirt road that has remained, for the most part, intact. This is basically kind of this main area right here, at least what I described. I'll show a little bit of this area here as well. But at least from the most part, there doesn't seem, and it's really hard to tell where all this stuff is at because there's just this lightly obscured fog that's, and it's just that swamp fog. It's thick. It's kind of what's the word? Humid. So your skin's kind of sticking a little bit.
I guess I'll keep my eye out for any giant skulls in the surrounding area. Seems like kind of a dead
Good
giveaway.
idea. Good idea.
Is that a perception, or is there one just kind of sitting there?
Are you like as you're looking?
It's her mode
Yeah,
of
I'm just-
transportation, so it should be parked in a garage somewhere.
Are you
Did-
okay? So
Did she say she rode on it or she lived in it?
It said she flies around in a giant skull.
Oh, I heard
This
she
is Baba
lives in
Yaga.
a giant skull.
No,
Okay.
she flies around in it.
To be fair, if you find the giant skull that she rides around in, you also probably found where she lives.
That's true. Do I see any giant skulls nearby?
No, not in the area that I just described to you.
Okay. No giant skulls. We know that.
Can I look around at the ruins and, like, I don't know, do an investigation check to get any sense about the kind of people who lived there before, if they were magic practitioners, or
You can
try and find
attempt-
any potentially
I will
useful
allow
information?
you to attempt a perception check if you'd like.
Perception or investigation?
Either one's fine.
Alright.
Whichever's gonna be best
They're-
for you.
They're the same. But, oh well. Let's do investigation just for difference's sake.
Okay.
A natural 20!
Okay.
Oh, nice.
For the most part, as you're going through each of these cottages, you really only find rotted furnishings of sort. Different couches and tables and chairs. Just the mold and stuff is starting to grow on it. It's rotted away most of the wood, so these are like beyond like any kind of like repair. The walls that separate the cottages are about 3 feet tall, and you can easily you can tell there's big jagged stones, a beginner mountain climber could climb these walls, and kind of like look around, but you don't seem to find anything that would lead you to would lead you to tell what is what, as far as what kind of people they were. You come to the very end of what this town is. You can now see, to the left, you can kind of see the beginning outlines. It looks like of a mansion of some sort. To the right, you can see almost a single large tree.
I'm going to point the tree out to Core.
I'm going to go
Does that look like
investigate
a
the tree.
significant tree?
You're gonna go investigate the tree, Core.
I'm gonna go yes. You said that in an ominous voice, but I got
I'm with Core. We had bad luck with
Here,
trees.
then we'll go see about the mansion.
Okay. Someone has built a ramshackle wooden hut on a stump of what was once an enormous tree. The rotting roots of the stump thrust up from the mire like the legs of a giant spider. An open doorway is visible on one side of the hut, beneath which floats the upside-down, hollowed-out skull of a giant. Flanking the hut's doorways are two iron cages that dangle like hideous ornaments from the eaves. Scores of ravens are trapped in each one. They squawk and flutter their wings excitedly as you approach.
He immediately tries to go over to the cages and see if there's anything can be done to open up the cage.
You can see that they all seem to be locked. And you see these ravens are just kind of like jumping up and down and like just like squawking at
Core,
you.
Core, can you unlock these? We gotta free them.
yeah, I'll go over and start lock picking with my lock picks.
I'll watch the hut door, just
Okay.
in case someone decides to pop
Go
out.
ahead.
17 thieves' tools.
17.
And I'm trying to
Yes.
be reassuring to the ravens and be like,
17
shh,
is-
it's okay, we're gonna get you out, we're gonna get you out.
17's, you go and try and pick it. 17 doesn't do it.
Shit. Is it a big cage or a small cage?
Each cage, it's enough for, stat-wise, a swarm of ravens to fit in each one.
So it's a pretty large cage.
Yes.
Is it standing upright on the ground or is it like a hanging cage?
They are hanging by the hut's doorway.
That's a large hanging cage.
I can go ahead and bring you onto that particular map for that. Forgot there's a map for this place.
Are we running in the
Okay.
cage or something?
Just don't look at anything right now.
Not looking.
Everything is black.
Good! We want it that way. Because I don't want you to see that stuff. We're gonna...
What were you saying,
How
Azula?
far apart are the bars on the cage if we're wanting to get in? I am regretting this.
Like 3 inches. They're pretty tight.
Okay, no helping.
Yeah,
Alright.
she wanted to make sure that you could not get into these things.
Alright.
I'll go ahead.
What is? Oh, those are the. Hey, that looks like the skull of a giant to me.
Bongo,
That looks like a giant skull.
can Bongo use a rock to maybe break the lock off?
Would if I did that, would there be? I think the chances of like hurting the birds would be, because it seems like it would be a bad idea to try to break.
Depending on which
like,
one to do you want him to hit the bars or do you want him to hit the lock
Okay,
itself.
so is the lock like built into the cage, or is it a padlock?
It looks like one of those like big iron padlock locks.
Okay, I want him to try to smash the lock open with.
Before he does, I cast guidance on Bongo.
And I want him to use his magical sword that he has now.
Okay, he needs to make me a strength check.
Strength check. Okay.
Plus a d4.
Plus 3 plus 1d4. That's going to be a total of 21 for Bongo.
The DC was 20.
Ha 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 ha.
This is just one cage though. So he goes ahead.
Monkey strength.
You see, he goes ahead. He goes to swing down. He kind of thinks about it for a moment. He takes the hilt and does it like a hammer.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
And he cracks it right there. And you see, he's able to open the door. And
Well done,
the
Bongo.
ravens,
Cool.
all one by one, get to come up onto the cages, like slowly.
I'll try to pick the second one if you'll
I'm
allow
gonna
that.
go
I
over
will
and
definitely,
guidance.
I will
Can I give
definitely
guidance
allow
to the
that.
core?
Yes, you may.
Give guidance to core before that, so
Yeah.
you get a d4 as well.
Good. 11. That's not gonna do nothing.
You just these locks are giving you issues.
Them darn locks. I ain't proficient with this stuff yet. Cool. Bongo will try again. I'll guidance Bongo
Okay.
with another strength check.
Go ahead.
Oh, come on, buddy. You got this. 17. That's not gonna do it.
It's just at this point, you see, all he's done is bent it, but now it's just made the cage that harder to open.
I cast mending on the lock so it's no longer broken or
Okay.
bent, so it should not be any harder.
Okay.
Somebody try again.
Can I
Mm.
work with Bongo to try and open it up?
You can work with Bongo. Are you doing a strength check together?
Yeah, I was gonna do like strength or athletics or whatever it is.
Go ahead and make a strength check with advantage from Bongo.
Because Bongo will help. Yeah, Bongo will try to like pull it off with his big old chimp
Could I
muscles.
give Bongo advantage because he has a
Either
higher
one's
strength
fine.
modifier? Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll give Bongo
okay.
advantage.
I'll give him guidance. Or 2d20, my bad. Plus 3 plus a d4. Okay, so that is 22. Or 22, yes.
That's what you needed. You see, with assistance from Israel, Bongo
Yeah,
is able
22.
to open up that one. How do you help Bongo?
I figured like after he's kind of like wedged some of the bars open, we would just kind of get on each side of the cage and pull. And, like,
Okay. I'll
pull
allow
it
it.
apart.
Yes.
Sounds
Pull
good.
open a big enough space for them birdies to get out.
Yeah. So instead of like trying to like smash the lock in and probably crush them, you both pull out to give them more room, and you're able to. The force breaks the lock.
Can I high five Bongo afterwards?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and take a stealth
Gives you a
check
high
behind
five.
Bongo.
Do what?
On you
my
two.
fault.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, I thought you said some intimidating, but you didn't.
No. Okay. So
Tiny? Haha, tiny core, y'all.
I'll go ahead and put you guys on this map now. This map is a little different than the map you were on. Just a second
Is
ago.
there any way you can bigify me?
There is a way I can dignify you.
Cool.
Try and hotwire the skull.
If you were
Hotwire the skull.
if you were a artificer, I would allow that, but
Man.
I'm an Arcana cleric who's really interested in magic. So can I do like an Arcana check to see if I can use magic to hotwire the skull?
I
Let's
will
go.
let you attempt it.
Wait, so is it a giant skull?
Yeah, it's literally a giant's skull. Like think of
So
like your like CR like 7
Yeah.
giant. It's skull
Mhm.
basically.
is there any
I'm-
writing on it that's a
Come on.
giant?
I'm going to cast guidance on myself
Okay.
and then do an Arcana check. So I'll do that. That's a 23 plus a d4.
Kick
That's
ass.
27. Can I hotwire the skull, please?
you can see that currently there's not necessarily a spell for this. It looks like it has been almost like bonded with her. It will only fly if she commands it to fly. While she is in it, it will hover in place until then. And no one else can control it while she is alive.
Oh, what we gotta do?
I explained that
Is
to
there
the
any
group.
is there any writing on it that's in giant?
No, there isn't.
No.
No. Would be really cool if there was, but there isn't.
Yeah, she killed the giant to get the skull, so there wasn't any time for another giant to write in it.
Should we
I
try
can
and tie
see
this
that,
down
Odeon.
so
Could
she
you get
can't
out of it?
escape?
Say that one more time, Cor.
Should we try and tie the skull down so she can't escape?
Maybe we want to destroy the skull? It seems such a pity to destroy such a fascinating piece of magic, though.
We could just put something really heavy inside of it so that she have to get it out before she would fly, and then.
I don't think that would work.
So,
Well, if she had to get into the
of how
skull and there
close
was.
it is, if you guys try to damage the skull, she might hear it. As you are all trying to debate what to do with the skull, you can hear the sound of a woman is currently humming to herself. And you,
Which means eyes go
you
big.
hear the sound of like maybe some splashing. And she says,
Are there any windows
"Oh, it's
on
all
the
right.
hut?
It's all right, dear. I'll be up just a moment." And as she says that, you could hear a.
Oh no.
There is a small child inside, perhaps a baby.
What?
We need to act now. Doors or windows, where are they?
So there, the front door is currently open.
Odeline goes right through it.
Yup, same here.
Okay.
Is this a window? Is this a window?
No, that is the door.
Why
Are there windows?
There are no
else around?
windows. Or
I was
anything.
really hoping this session Odeline wouldn't be doing crazy stupid shit. But
So, Core, if you'll go ahead and
Single
stop at the
file,
door
baby.
for me. If you will back up to the door, I'll have to.
Where am I? There I am.
Yeah, right here. I want to put you right there. Mainly because.
There is a door at the door.
Yeah, it's just currently open. So, like, she just left it wide open. I mean, hell, you're a witch that lives in a swamp. Do you think people are gonna be coming
Ew.
in, like stalking you?
Oh no, she's creepy.
She's grody looking.
You
where's
get
the
a
baby?
very good look of her now. She's 5 foot tall. Old as dirt could be. Probably older than Queen Elizabeth old. And she is getting up, and you see she just put an evening robe on, and you see, she was technically, let me change that. She was stepping out of this tub. You see, in the middle of the room is where you heard the sounds of crying. So I'll get you a full background, what do you call it?
Surprise.
Full description of what you see.
Okay.
The hut is 15 feet on a side and packed with old furniture, including a wooden coat, a wicker cabinet, a slender wardrobe, a wooden table, a stool, a barrel-top wooden chest reinforced with brass band, and an iron tub stained with blood. In the middle of the room is a ghastly wooden crib with a small, angelic child sitting in it. All the furnishings except for the crib are bolted to the floor. Beneath the crib, green light seeps up through the cracks between the rotting floorboards. I wasn't expecting company. Or what are you gentlemen wanting to join?
Adeline's gonna try and go to the baby and go pick up the baby.
Don't touch him!
How tall is the building?
And as she does that, give me a moment here. She is gonna go ahead and point at you, Odeline. And I'm gonna need you to make me a con save.
Is this the hag doing a spell?
Business.
She is doing a
Which-
spell.
Counter spell? Do I realize it's
what level?
I can only cast it at 3rd level.
I'm gonna need you to make me a. Let me look at counterspell. I believe
If the spell she's casting is 4th level or higher, she has to roll 20 in the
okay.
10
Make
plus
me
the spell's
a
level.
Arcana check.
Or no, it's just it's whatever her spellcasting ability is.
Okay, yeah. So whatever your spellcasting ability is, so make me a charisma check.
Charisma check.
Charisma check. Thank you.
Huh?
Oh, there we go.
Odeline. I'll tell you what happens. So, as you are reaching towards the baby, you see this large, almost green beam of energy like shoot out from her hand as a hand forms, and a little finger goes to touch you. You see suddenly, Azula, describe what counterspell looks like for you.
Odeline almost just died.
I didn't even think of this. Kind of a indigo-ish kind of color thing, just
Okay, kind of
comes
like
out of
a
her hand.
kind of like a purple indigo color.
Yeah, purple indigo color. Kind
Okay,
of, yeah.
you shoot that
blue,
out,
purple.
and you watch as from behind you, Odeline, a purple blast of energy shoots back from over your shoulder, and it literally looks like the same, like hand, but purple and indigo, and the two fingers touch, and they seem to both vanish from the air.
So the green light and the finger that came out, do I get the sense that that magic came from the baby or from the witch?
That came from the witch.
That came from the witch.
Baby's just gonna
And,
cast Mirror Death.
You don't know.
I will go ahead and let everyone react to that. Azula, that was basically...
Yeah.
Odeline, yours was moving towards the baby. Azula, yours
I want to.
was with counterspell.
Yep.
Actually, I want to put myself. I don't know. It's kind of weird with the spacing.
It is.
I want to
it's
put
very
myself.
tight.
I want to put myself between the baby and the witch, like as closely as I can.
Do you want to
Like,
attempt
which
to
is-
grab the crib, or do you want to like shove the lady the
So,
witch
okay, here's what I'll
against
do.
the wall?
I'm gonna pull out the giant double-bladed scimitar, and as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Searing Smite. So I run my hand across the blade, and it just ignites, and I'm basically just I'm putting myself between the witch and the kid.
Okay,
I'll hit her if I can.
go ahead and make an attack.
I'll go down this way. So that's my. I'm gonna mark off a Searing Smite. Double-bladed Schmidtmar. 18.
18
Nice.
does hit.
18 does hit.
Yep.
I will declare her my favorite foe. So she takes 6 plus 8, so 14 points of damage from the first one.
Okay.
From the second one, it's only a 12. It's probably not going to hit.
12 does not hit now.
Okay, that's all I got.
But that does.
And she is on fire as well. She is on fire.
Okay. First off, how much damage?
No, the 5 points of fire damage as part of the 14.
Yeah. So, how much
But at
damage?
the
How much damage
uh
altogether?
altogether it was just 14.
Just 14.
Five of that was fire. And okay, at the start of her turn, she has to make a Constitution saving throw. She takes another.
Okay. So 15 points of damage for her right now. Isri and Irnan, I will let you two guys react real quick.
You got it.
Irnan is gonna walk in and make sure he doesn't hit the kid, and he basically throws his wrist forward, and a firebolt comes out.
Oh,
I mean, okay, fireball
right
count.
right in your chest. Oh, great! Wait, twice. 16. I don't know why it did twice, but
16 hits.
all right, and really 2d10, and I get 2 3s. Yeah, 6 points of damage, and he's immediately trying to get the baby out of the whatever this is.
Okay, go ahead. So you go to grab the baby.
Mm-hmm.
It goes right through it.
Oh man!
Almost
So like it's not
like
there.
a
Ghost
distorted,
baby.
a distorted vision.
Wait, there was never baby.
Oh, he's Sunblade all out. He's ready.
Okay,
He's pissed.
Isri, I'll go ahead and let you react.
So how tall is the hut?
The hut itself is about 15 feet.
Bongo's just gonna move. I forgot about Bongo. He's just gonna move closer.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. How dim is the room? Like, would it be considered dim light?
No, it would not. It's pretty light in this.
Okay.
Hut.
Then I'm just gonna. Can I move through Irnan space as well?
As long as you don't end on there.
Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna get here. I'm gonna all 3 attacks. So 2 blood spears and an unarmed strike.
Okay, go for it.
So that
Ooh.
sucks. So
The 16
a
hits.
16, a 12, and a 9. What an amazing turn of events. So 10 points of piercing with the spear.
Okay. With that, you see her eyes roll back in her head, and you feel as if the ground begins to shake. And you suddenly all feel the house lift itself out
We're on a giant spider.
from
We're on a giant tree.
from the ground itself. And with that, I'm gonna have you guys all make some initiative. You can hear
Hell yes.
the house begin to creak and everything as
It actually has 8
Hell
legs.
yeah.
24.
So this is gonna be
Ha.
there's only one thing wrong with this map, and I will
20. Hey.
I will explain it to you when it becomes pertinent, which is here in just a
I
second.
rolled an 18, but it doesn't appear to have connected to the combat tracker.
I see it.
Oh my lord, that is actually
What the fuck
creepy.
is that, man?
Yeah, what the fuck, DM?
We're in it, so.
So the
I love
the issue is technically this is the
Okay,
house.
there you go. It's a creature. It's a little critter.
But you guys are inside the house.
You might want to make the house a little bit bigger.
So what I'm gonna do?
You guys ever watch Monster House?
Mhm.
Oh, with the hag, right click on her and hit 2 front, and it'll.
Hit to front.
Yeah, right click on her and then or right click on the house and put 2 back, and it'll send it to the very back of the layer.
Okay. Learning something
There you
new.
go.
There we go. That works. So
Been using Roll20 for 2 years at this point.
yeah, wow.
I got tips.
I would not have known that. So basically, this is what the situation is. You guys are being lifted up. as you guys are all rolling initiative and we get this prepared, this is a good stop to go ahead and take a break because I got a feeling this is going to be a long one. So go ahead.
Oh God.
We're going to take our break now. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
I don't want to fight a house.
So answer me this, Dungeon Master. This is me asking out of character. Okay, how is this going to work for Bongo and Azula, who are...
Who are outside?
So, it's part of the porch. Like, some of the ground is
So they're,
rising
like,
too.
on the porch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically how I picture it. Because you do see that there is a railing in the picture. If you look at the house, it looks like there's a railing of some kind. It doesn't show it on the map itself, but in the picture it looks like there's a railing. So I imagine that there's a railing that at least like encompasses the spot where both Bongo and Azula are.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm tiny anyway.
So I mean, your backs are against the are against it, but you're going up to. Yay!
Yay.
So
I can fly.
with that, you guys all went ahead and started your initiatives. For whatever reason,
Get some epic sweet battle music in here.
it did not go through. So let me go ahead and put all your turns on there, and we'll start doing some initiatives here.
Oh God. Oh no.
Oh!
Hey.
Actually, it didn't roll
Oh,
terrible as a team.
it did. It just... Alright, who did I miss?
I'm not on there.
4?
I'm not on there.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, go ahead
Yeah,
and put your initiatives in there.
20 as well. Oh, not 203, just 20. Oh no, not 203. There we go.
Okay, if you're fucking 203, we need to talk about whatever metagaming you're doing to get.
Hey,
that
it's not
kind of
sorry. I made a really strong character.
Freaking power gamers, I swear. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
With the evil green psychic witch roll.
I'm putting that in right now.
God, this token is like creepy. It looks like because it doesn't look like a tree that's walking. It looks like an actual animal.
That's the whole point.
I love it so much.
I fucking hate Barovia, man.
Yeah,
want this
Barovia
house to be my
sucks all
house.
around.
If we put this house next to some
Nothing
public
more
transit,
cottage core
Cottage
than a
core.
walking.
Is that what you just called it?
Maybe.
Cottage core. I fucking love it.
Oh god. Alright, let's find us. Where was that music I was going to use here?
The Ravens are still on the initiative. Okay.
There's reasons for that.
we did them a solid, so it would be nice if they helped.
Alright. So first at the top of our initiative, Isri.
Awesome. So, can I try and use one of my attacks to shove her into the middle of the room?
Yes, you may. You can use
Awesome.
you can use your action to shove.
All right, and that is athletics.
Yes.
Awesome. 21.
Contested against her, which she's a frail old lady. She'll get right here in the middle of the room. Kind of, she almost like goes over the crib, but she catches herself and she's kind of like hanging on the crib.
Okay. So with one attack down, I'm gonna move so I'm flanking with core, and I'm gonna use my other attack and then flurry of blows.
All right, go for it.
And I have advantage because I'm flanking, right?
Yes, sir, you do.
Awesome. Then I'll two-hand everything with my spear. So,
Okay.
28, 23, 25.
20, 23, 25, all hit.
So 13, 7, and 5. So 25 points of piercing for 13, and then 12 for bludgeoning.
How much damage?
25 total.
Okay.
And that's it for me for the round.
Alright. Core.
Cool. So she is still on fire. I am going to take my hand and my sword. As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Searing Smite at 2nd level this time. So the fire is a bit hotter. It's almost like a white flame. And I'm going to go in for the double slash.
Go for it.
First one, that is a 23 because I am also flanking. 23 and a 19.
Both hit.
Let's go.
Cool. So in total, that's 18 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Only 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And 4 points of also slashing damage. So 18, 22, 26 points of damage total.
Okay.
And I will have Bongo. He is going to kind of step in, peek through the doorway. He's like hanging on to like the top of the door with his arms. He's going to chuck a rock at the hag's head.
Do it.
Rock. 18.
18 does hit.
11 points of rock damage.
We love rock damage.
And he's just gonna like swing back and just was actually gonna use the to try and climb on top. Because he does have a climbing speed of 30 feet.
Okay.
He's just gonna be. I'll leave him there, but he's like up on. He's
Okay, sounds good. Earnin with Odeline on deck.
Can I say one thing really quickly?
Yes,
I
you may.
hate to interrupt, but I don't know if it's relevant, but my unarmed strikes now count as magical for overcoming resistance and immunity.
Thank you for letting me know.
That's right. Punch goes.
Earnin sees her basically get thrown across the room and right in front of him, so he just basically makes the motion of a two-handed weapon, then all of a sudden the Sunblade gets summoned into his hands, and he, while mid-swing, and just starts to keep cleaving away.
Go ahead and make your attacks.
Does a 19 hit.
19 hits.
That's two-handed, so that's 12 with 2 extra damage, so that's 14 on that one.
Okay.
And one more. 22, I'm assuming that hits.
22. Yeah, that hits.
A 9 plus 7, so 14. That's 14 plus 16. That's 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. Okay.
You know what? Let's use an action surge. Let's get 2 more in here.
All right. So, how much damage total have you done yet? Wow, 19 again. Okay.
30. Of our 30, that's 20 more.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. 10. Shame you gave me that inspiration, because I'm going to use that to give me advantage.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Middle fingers promptly raised towards the DM.
Yeah, oh wow, what is that?
Yeah, that is a whole slew of numbers that does not make.
Yeah.
I think that's 32.
How is
13
that?
plus 7.
32. So in one thing of combat, I've done the last 2 attacks did 30, and this one did 20 more, so that's 50. If that's what'd you say it was?
Oh, okay. So that
32
crit.
gets
So where it says against undead targets, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's probably. So you said 32. You
So-
said 32.
I think so, yeah.
Minus 7 because she's
Yeah.
not undead. So.
Okay. Yeah.
That's still.
Okay. I get it.
That's still how much?
So
Alright, so I gotta take away.
yeah, 25. I think.
25. Okay. I gotta take away. I gotta give back some damage because I see where that extra damage is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm reading it now.
That's where that damage is coming from. That's okay. I wanted to. Oh, that's right.
Still a lot of damage, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have any bonus action?
You better not.
That'd be awesome if I did. No, I didn't pull out a dagger, so I can't do that. That is his turn.
Okay. Odali, it is your turn.
Wonderful. So I saw Aaron try to pick up the baby earlier, and the baby, his hand went through it, so I understand that the baby is an illusion, correct?
Yes.
Great. So Odaline's eyes have filled up with tears, and she is furious. Can I do a bonus action before I do my regular action?
Yeah.
Great. Bonus action Hex. So you see her fingertips, dark gray, like fog coming from her fingertips, and drive into the witch. 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
But also, as per the rules of Hex, it gives her a disadvantage. Oops, sorry, I did not mean to do another 6. I'm not trying to...
Nope. It's all good. No
No.
worries.
Just trying to display it, and I don't understand why it did not display the whole card.
The disadvantage on one particular
Yes.
ability.
Yes, so I would like to do on intelligence checks.
Intelligence, okay.
So that way, when I now, with my other hand, with my prayer beads with my holy symbol on it, shout and reach out and cast Mind Sliver furiously on her, she will have minus, what is it to this?
Now, it's checks, not saving throws.
Oh, is it checks, not saving throws?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, for
lame.
Hex it is.
Lame. Okay, whatever. She
That's
still
still,
needs to do
D-
an intelligence check against Mind Sliver.
DC 14 or
DC
intelligence?
14. Yes.
That's a 19.
Balls. Alright. So she just has a creepy fog coming from Odaline's fingers on her, and that is unfortunately my turn. Listen, you may have done 50 damage, but I did 2 in my turn, so who's the real badass here?
Okay. Go ahead, Azula. You are up next.
Me with a literal lightsaber.
I think I can. I can get around him. It's a thing I want to do. I just don't know if I'm going to hit anybody.
What do
She's
you
on
want
fire,
to do?
yes? Prestidigitate, brighten the fire that's... She is... Oh, yep, she's on fire. Words, wow. Prestidigitation, brighten the flames of the fire. Because she is burning.
I don't think it would do it. It only does
Yeah.
the 1d6. Yeah.
It only does that, it does make it worse? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go basic Eldritch Blast.
Hey, that's fine. I have no problem with you ever asking, so.
Oh good, I'm gonna run to over here though.
Okay. Eldritch
Because
Blast.
halfling I can get those people.
Yeah, you can.
That's an advantage because of flanking. I think.
Flanking only is
Oh,
for
okay.
melee.
Ignore that. Okay, never mind. Going normal. Yep.
So if you're doing it that close, it would be at disadvantage.
Oh,
Because
okay,
it's-
roll it again.
Now, unless you want to keep going. Okay. Alright.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm
alright.
doing it. I'm doing it.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, sure. And that's the first beam too. Okay, go ahead and roll the damage. You get 2 beams.
So do. Oh no, 3 beams. Level 5, 3 beams.
Level 5 is 3. Okay, yeah.
That's 1. 2. 3.
Well, you have to roll each one separately. for
Oh.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, is it
Yep.
3 at level 5?
I thought it was 2.
I'm pretty sure it's 2.
When you reach a higher level, I'm reading it the wrong way around.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Scratch all that.
Okay. But,
Okay,
how much damage
First
was
one
the
here was 5.
5 damage? Okay.
Yep. Rolling again with disadvantage. Why are you not going through? It's a 9. It did the roll dice on my side instead of going through. It's a 9. It's not gonna hit.
Nope, not gonna get. Kind of goes like in between our legs.
Yep.
Okay.
Kills a bird after that. Yep. Next.
Alright.
That, but next.
You begin to hear the ravens walking outside as they're doing whatever they're doing.
We're fighting the house.
They're pecking the house.
The witch is going
Bring it,
to
witch.
go ahead. Okay.
Gonna cast 9th level fireball centered.
He's gonna go ahead and look right at you, Core.
Hey, what's going on?
You see her eyes go black, and you see she whispers a single word. Stunned.
I've used my reaction. I'm sorry.
You are gonna use your reaction?
No, I can't. I've already
That's
used
right,
it
you
this
did.
round.
Okay, so Core, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. what word did she say?
Stunned.
Stun.
Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw.
That's an 11. How's that gonna do?
You feel your arms seize up, and your legs seize up. And you are stunned for
I'm stunned.
you gotta until you make a from what it looks like. It's just until you make the saving throw.
Oh, hey, guess what? I need her to make me a constitution.
Okay.
That big fire.
You said Constitution saving throw.
Yes, please.
What's your DC?
It's a big whopping 12.
Big whooping 12.
Burn, baby, burn.
That'd be a 13.
Hey, she's not on fire anymore.
Okay. That's still fine. Then she's gonna go ahead and that was her action to do that. Okay, there's nothing else she can do. But
I'm stunned.
I'm gonna need everybody to make a dex saving throw. And you
I'm
feel-
assuming I fail automatically.
You fail automatically.
Take
As you
a what?
a dexterity saving throw. As the house lifts itself up and dumps you guys.
Dumps us. Oh, I thought the relationship was going so well.
Save.
Okay.
Yeah, not frightened or poisoned.
We're just gonna throw 4 years of our lives away? What the fuck, house?
Yeah, come on. That's not cool.
Okay. So
Yeah, Core's outside, I guess. So he just dumps us out.
everybody except Ernan.
Well, wait. Oh, you went to 19?
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Everybody except Ernan.
Okay. Actually, I will let you put me wherever you choose to, DM. 'Cause I'm
Core, you will take
Oof.
6 points of bludgeoning damage from falling. Go
6
ahead.
points for falling.
Yeah, and you will still be stunned.
Okay, I'll put myself right there. I am stunned.
So that was 6 points.
Yeah, 6 points of.
Falling damage for you.
Can I
As
go
you
range?
all land kind of the rest of you don't take any damage. You still kind of fall on your butts, but you're not like hurting. You all begin to see scarecrows are starting to walk towards the
Oh
house.
god, that's creepy. I don't like
You
scarecrows.
see them through the fog. They haven't reached you yet, but you can tell that they are headed that way.
Oh,
In
I assume I'm prone as well, DM.
yes, but you're still able to kind of like look your eye. With stun, it's just your body movement, but your eyes and mind are still going.
I'd be able to see
Gotcha,
them.
gotcha.
Core, somewhere in the middle of the fog, you see a familiar face. Oh, I remember you. As you see one of the hags from the windmill.
That little. Oh, she's dead. Bongo's gonna bash her skull in.
And I'm gonna have to roll initiative for her.
Just double
Question.
checking. Can I see all of this?
Yes, you can see all of this.
You're 120. Thank you. Okay.
Yep, you can see all of it. Okay, she didn't roll very well, but I'll put her on the map, guys. As
Question.
yes, what's up?
Did the house jostling around fuck up the like fire pit inside the house?
No, you see everything. There's a reason why everything was bolted to the floor.
Ugh.
Oh wait, you said everything but the crib, right? So the crib's like all.
Yep, the crib goes flying too.
Crib isn't an illusion.
The crib is not.
The crib's not a lie.
The crib is real. I have to remember what her name was. It was.
Stupid dumb head.
Oh, that's right. She's underneath different. She's not underneath that one. She's underneath this one. Yeah. The DM. You should know that. Give me a second. Thought she was. She's supposed to be right there. But if she's not, I'll go ahead and I don't know what happened to her original like pretty token, but she is not doing pretty today.
Ha! Night hag.
As go ahead and roll her initiative, and scarecrows have a very slow walking speed, so it's going to take them a while to get to you. But you see, Core, the ravens are trying to attack the scarecrows. They're at least going to try. Okay.
It's a good thing they're not crows. It's a good thing they're ravens, or they would be massive.
You feel scared.
With that, the house is still got a turn. So let's see here.
Step on the hag.
No, she made her dick saving throw.
Step on her anyway.
So this is going to go ahead. It did use one of its attacks to do that, but we're gonna go ahead and do two more. We're gonna do one against Core. You are stunned, so that should be advantage.
Advantage on that, yes.
That fell. That fell. There we go. Does a 21 hit.
Yes, sir.
One of its root legs come down. 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, what? Say that again?
30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh shh.
Please run.
Isri, this one's going to attack you.
Yep.
This one is a 31.
Yeah, that'll do it, I think. Let me double
Maybe.
check.
That's gonna be 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Did you say 32?
22.
Oh. Cool. Super great. Fuck me.
Isri,
Mistakes have been made.
it is your turn.
Okay, so First off, I don't like the house now, but also the witch is doing stuff with the house, I'm pretty sure. So, you said it's like a 15-foot tall room. Could I, if I were to look at the far back corner of the room and cast darkness there, would she be able to, would it still affect Irnan at like the top back corner of the house? Like if it's up as far as it can be?
No, it would not.
What's
Awesome.
the range on darkness? Is it a 20 foot or 10 foot?
Yeah,
It's a 15-foot sphere, but I figured if I put it in the far corner, like at the top of the room, it may not hit him.
yes. So you're doing.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna cast darkness. I'm gonna drop those 2 key points.
Do it.
And then my eyes kind of start glowing red because I can see magical darkness, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to teleport back into the house.
I forgot. Yeah. All right,
So
you're
I'm
back.
just
Yes.
Shadow Monk.
I've totally forgot about that. And because you are a Dampier, you can teleport straight to a wall. Like, literally cling to it like Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm like standing on the wall right now, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. Alright. So that was your action and your bonus action.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
That's still a pretty cool turn.
I'll start flanking with Irnan, but
Okay. Irnan.
Is she still like right in front of me?
She's still right in front of you. She looks like
And
she looks hurt, but she's still in front of you.
Yeah, he does a little flourish with the sword in his hand, and he kind of looks at her, and he's like, "No wonder he had to have a fake baby. Who the hell want to fuck you?" And he just slashes at her.
Yeah.
Oh wow, gee, thanks, dude.
Because I'm flanking.
Yeah.
I forgot how to do the thing. 23.
23 hits.
That's just 8 points of damage, and one more. I know how to do this.
Please tell me she has to make concentration checks to keep me stunned.
Each time, yeah.
And
Fuck yes.
21
So she's
and
gonna be
14 points of damage.
how much?
22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 22 points of damage in total.
How do you want to do it?
And go! Yeah, after saying his little insult, he basically spins around and cuts her leg, and she just falls to the ground. He basically just brings her back up right around and just slices her head right down the middle.
Doctor, you literally 1 point off would have left her at 1.
Yeah.
So she is dead.
Yeah, and then after he just kicks her off the sword, and he basically looks at Izzy, he's like, "I reckon we better deal with this shit, shall we?"
Yeah.
And that's his turn.
Okay.
He doesn't really want to get out of it right now.
Core, as soon you see the hag walking, she's now at this point on the edge of the fog. You can now see her. She's right there. She looks like she's about to go in for a prey, for a kill on you. Your arms and legs free up.
So first things first, he just coughs up blood from being bludgeoned by a tree. Core's not looking good. When he's half my movement to get up, I've got my sword out in front of me. I'm standing all wavy because I'm really weak right now. But I trust that these chuckle fucks got me, so I'm gonna charge in at this bitch. Use my last second level spell slots to second level Searing Smite.
Do it.
And we're gonna go in with double attacks.
Double attack.
13's probably not gonna do it.
Let me look. I gotta pull up her stat block again.
Roll the second one. 17 might do it though.
You asked me what I was gonna do, how I was gonna deal with the last hag. Well,
Gonna come back here.
let's see. Where are they? All right, here we go. That's step block. What did you? What did you
13.
say? 13 does not hit. No.
17.
17. Cash money.
17 will do it.
17 will do it.
Alright, so she'll take 10 points of slashing damage, plus an additional 10 points of fire damage, and
Okay.
so 24 points total.
Let's go.
And your scimitar, is it silvered or magical?
It is not.
Okay.
So that would be 14 that you would have to 14 would have. She's resistant half.
Okay. Give me a second.
Bongo. So he's still climbing on the house. He will move 15,
Okay.
20, 25, 30. He can get just within range of her. He's going to get up right there with me, and he's going to pull out his magical longsword that he has now.
Mm-hmm.
My chimp got a magical weapon before I did.
That's funny.
He's going to make one attack. It's a 23.
23 hits.
And it is a longsword, so he's going to two-hand that for a total of 7 points of slashing damage, which is magical.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Anything else for him?
Nope, that is it for me.
Odaline, you were just dumped out of the house, and you see the house over here is currently moving. You see this night hag and some scarecrows making their way towards you.
Wonderful. I would like to use my bonus action to move the hex that was on the witch that was killed over to this night hag.
Yep, and you definitely tell what she is. She's in
Yeah,
that,
I'm familiar.
She's in that form. She's got her claws out, purple face, horns that curl down.
Odeline still has tears in her eyes. They move the hex over to that, so the fog mist fingers drive into this night hag. Whenever I hit with an attack, but I am actually not going to do an attack, so that hex is actually going to drop. Instead, I am going to... Are the scarecrows, how far away are the scarecrows?
They're about... They aren't on the map, but I'll give you a attentive, reading of where they're at. I would say they're about 60 feet away. You can see their forms come through the fog.
Okay, I'll wait to do that then. Alright, sorry, I have different factors. Okay, keeping Hex on the hag, I am going to reach out with the hand that has my holy symbol on prayer beads and cast Firebolt.
Okay.
For a dirty 23 to hit.
That hits.
And we're gonna do 16 damage.
Okay. The fire does not do as much as you thought it would.
Okay. The fire's not doing as much. Good to know. But then I also get the hex damage.
Yeah.
And that's 2 necrotic.
Okay.
Does that seem to be doing as much as I thought?
That seems to affect her.
Okay, good to know. And I am also going to move forward, kind of stomping sort of grudgingly towards the hag.
Okay. Azula.
Yep. Just trying to work out. So we're fighting this ones down the bottom next to Bongo. That's
Yes, that is a...
okay.
That's an...
That is enemy.
Yep, that's an enemy.
Still checking the crazy going now. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go against what I was going to do, and I am just going through Eldritch Blast. Simple Eldritch Blast. And because I'm at range now, it's not disadvantage.
Correct.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. How does this work? Because it's a 1d10 plus 3.
So you are going
Normally.
to add 13 as your crit damage.
Okay.
Since
So I
you've
could-
got agonizing blast.
Okay.
That would be the max
do
damage
one.
that you could do.
Plus 13, which is 25.
25 damage with one.
One of them.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Very nice.
Next. 20.
20 hits.
Just a
Yeah.
dirty one. Yep. That's another 9 on that. Yep.
Okay.
So that's 30.
Okay.
Math. Yep.
Okay. Anything else for you?
No, don't know if it's something like that. Maybe slightly move. Can I move to be on the skull?
Yes, you can.
Climb into it?
Yeah.
No tricks or something? Okay. And done.
Night Hag. She's gonna go ahead and she's going to
Fucking bring it.
take a look at you.
That's all I gotta
four,
say.
Seeing that as you are the most hurt,
Very hurt.
Would there be any particular interest in me for backstory reasons?
oh, that's right.
Bring it on.
Totally no.
Bring get me. Leave her be. Get me.
So she is gonna go ahead and place it right here in the middle. I think it would be best if all of you took a nice little sleep. Goes ahead and casts sleep. It's gonna catch Odeline and Core.
Do I get it?
Nope.
Bongo?
No, you get it too.
Yeah, because where you clicked, yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna place it right here to get.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do 5d8. If I roll, starting with the creature with the lowest hit points.
That's me.
Here we go. 5d8. Wait, let me look at something. She's gonna do it at
Hey,
second
Lisa.
level.
Yes.
Second fall asleep in the skull.
Alright. 29.
I think that only gets me. I have 13 hit points, so that gets me. So then that would be 16. Does anybody have 16 or fewer hit points?
Nope.
Besides me?
No.
So yeah, I fall asleep.
Okay. Odeline. You see, she looks to Core, looks back at you. Now that he's asleep, you're the man. And she's just gonna point her, like, purple finger at you. And now,
Here.
the house is gonna go ahead and it's gonna so are you on, so at this point, Odeline, you're technically currently, like, on top. You haven't crawled all the way into the skull yet, but you're, like, in process of doing that.
Azula.
Zula. Yeah.
Azula, yes, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, so
Um,
I'm climbing in.
Yeah,
Process of it.
yeah, but you're not there yet, but you're almost there.
Okay.
A branch is gonna, a root's gonna come your way.
Alright.
That's gonna be a 30.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's gonna be
Like this.
apparently only 8 points of bludgeoning damage. I can't roll for shit.
That's alright.
And that's not enough to warrant you, like, getting knocked off the skull.
Okay.
The second root attacks are go ahead and swing at Bongo.
Bongo, leave him
I
be.
missed.
28
That'll hit.
for. I got all the damage now. Sorry, Bongo. Sort of.
You are not sorry.
Um,
Bongo's pretty beefy. He can take it.
20 points of bludgeoning damage.
How many? How much?
20.
Oh, 20? Oh, okay, that's not these. Okay, Bongo's at half.
Okay. The next one's gonna go against you, Odaline.
Oh, God.
Pretty bad.
That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And this time, a rock came flying through.
So the tree is not stopping since the hag is dead.
No, it's still going.
Okay. That's bad.
That's only gonna be 14 points of bludgeoning. As one of the roots picks up a rock and tosses it at you. Isri, I will let you know the current situation. You hear the house is just slapping your friends around. Since the crib is moved, you can see that there is a green light bursting through the floorboards.
Okay. Am I also, like, can I kind of see what's going on outside with, like, tore down and everything like that?
From where you're at currently right now, no.
Oh man, so I have no reason to go outside. Awesome. So I'm gonna drop darkness because it's doing no function at this point. And I'm just gonna start stabbing and punching the little glowing ball thing.
Go ahead and make a spear or unarmed strikes, whatever you're doing.
I'll just use the spear.
Okay, go for it.
26.
26 hits.
Awesome. I'd be doing it two-handed because it's not really 11 points of piercing.
Okay. You're starting to crack through. You see as you get through some of the wood, the light's getting brighter, brighter, and brighter.
Oh man, this is like a bomb I'm blowing up. I'm gonna hit it again.
Go for it.
That's another 26.
That's 26 hits.
Another 11 points of piercing. Oh no.
You go through, you break through that last board. Sitting in the middle of this, like, mess of wood and dirt, you see a green glowing stone. It's almost blinding at this point.
Is it, like, connected by, like, roots and stuff? Or is it, like...
It looks like it has sent roots out itself.
Okay. Can I know I can bonus action unarmed strike, but can I, like, bonus action, like, tear at roots?
I'll allow it.
Or no? Okay. Would that count as an unarmed strike for, like, rolling purposes?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
That's a dirty 20?
Dirty 20. You're able to break some of the roots, but you're not able to grab the stone itself.
Okay, awesome. That'll be it for me, I guess.
Irnan, you're in the house. You see Isri doing this. You see that he's broke through the boards. This green light is almost the entire room is now green, like shining. And you can now see he's broken through the roots, but he has not grabbed the stone yet.
I guess, yeah, Aaron will come over and try to help out and try to grab the stone.
Go ahead and make me a athletics check.
Natural 20.
Good stuff.
Irnan,
Yeah.
grab the stone. You lift. It is in there tight. Like, it's like you're pulling out weeds. You're not able to pull it out. You strain and strain and strain. Then suddenly you feel another set of hands come across yours. You look up. You see, for a moment, a glimpse of a man in white robes. Looks like he's wearing a robe, very much like Father Lucian does. And you see he just nods at you, and together you both lift up the gem. As you do, the light fades from inside the house. You start feeling shaking in the house. Almost as if it's laying back down. And it sets itself down.
Unan is lying on his back inside the house, and he's just laying there, and he's just holding it, and he's like, "Ah, I missed leg day. Oh."
You are asleep.
I am asleep. So my turn gets entirely wasted, and Bongo has to spend his turn to wake me up. Not very effective, but I will be awake and prone on the ground.
As you're waking up, you see Bongo's cheeky face just looking down at you with that cheeky chip smile, and you feel behind you the house laying down.
There's still a hag in front of me, which is very bad.
Yes, that's still bad.
And that's all I can do. I can't do anything.
Odeline, your turn.
Wonderful. I am having a moment here. If anybody were to be looking at Odeline right now, amidst all the threats and fighting going down, you would see a woman clearly in deep psychological crisis. At the moment, she is going to look back and forth between Kor and the hag, and she is going to decide to run close to Kor, and the hex drops as she is going to do healing instead of attacking the hag. So I'm going to do Cure Wounds on Kor at 3rd level.
That's pretty poggers right there.
17 points of healing.
Hell
to Kor.
yes.
Okay.
And if I can, because that's a touch-based spell, so I had to go up to touch him. If I can sneak this, DM, tell me if it's too much shenanigans, but can I, drag Kor away? Or am I using my action to heal, so
you're using your action to heal.
That's fine. So yeah, I just am going up to Kor to heal him, and I'm going to position myself between him and the hag.
Okay.
Just tears streaming down my face as I do it.
Okay. That is your turn. It is Azula's turn.
Yeah. So everyone's in the way.
Sorry.
Kor is prone. If that makes sense.
I am laying down.
I'm definitely still in the way.
That's the daggers.
Jude,
Daggers are
I have
20 to 60.
I have a good armor class, so my points are
You
fine.
have a little bit of high ground because you're on top of the skull.
Yeah.
And
And
you do what you're gonna do. Kor is prone and down. I look healthy. I just look psychologically unwell at the moment. That's all.
I also look much healthier now. Oh shit! My spell dropped because I went unconscious. Damn it!
Yep.
My armor spell. Okay.
Oh,
save that now.
alright, Azula. What do you think?
Okay.
Nuker.
I'm gonna do something I haven't done yet.
Okay.
I don't think I have done it here anyway. Boomerang throw.
Boomerang throwing. Okay. You're gonna throw a
Yeah.
boomerang?
Yep.
Yes, do it. I love it. Boomerang. Okay.
7, but it
Oh.
comes back to me.
You kind of overshoot it, and it goes around the hag, but it does come right back to you.
Yeah, on a miss comes back. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, because I didn't do it melee attack. I can't do that. Can I just climb the rest of the skull?
Yeah.
Yep.
You want to get
Done.
inside?
Yes, please.
Okay, you can.
Mhm.
While inside the skull, you have an extra 50 AC. No, extra 50 layers of hit points, and the armor class of the skull is 15. So you've got a little bit of a defense in there.
Okay.
It is the Night Hag's turn. She's gonna see you come back up Core. Yeah, she's gonna go ahead and make 2 of these. One's against you, Core, and one
Bring it.
against Odeline for thwarting what she's trying to do. Okay, so she's gonna go ahead and do. This one's on you, Core.
Bring it on.
That's a dirty 20
That'll hit.
for 8
Oh,
slashing.
she has advantage. She has advantage
Yeah,
because
I
I'm
know.
prone.
Yeah. 8
Okay.
slashing.
Cool.
This one's at you, Odeline. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
It's
13 slashing.
ow.
Alright. Isri.
Awesome. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my movement to walk up and out the door. How's the hag looking?
She still looks good.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Is it like evening time now, or is it?
The sun has not gone down yet, but it's getting close.
So I would not be able to use dim light teleportation right now.
Actually, yes, you could.
Oh, cool. Then I will bonus action dim light teleport
Okay.
behind the hag here.
Yep, I'll allow it.
And I'm going to. You actually see like my fangs are gonna grow out, and I'm gonna make 2 attacks with the fangs.
Alright, do
towards
it.
the hag.
Ooh, you don't want to bite that. That's nasty. You don't know where that.
Yeah. You said the fangs count as a monk weapon, right?
They do.
Awesome. So you get the cool bonuses of like unarmed strikes and stuff.
Yeah.
So with advantage, natural 20 and a 21.
Both hit.
I'm gonna empower both of these. That way they heal me.
Okay, do it.
So a d6 plus 4. So 9 plus 6, so 15, and then 7, so 22 points, and I heal 22 points from that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it may be half. I'll double check, but
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Love to see it.
Anything
yeah,
else?
I regain hit points equal to the piercing damage.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it for me.
Earnan.
Hold on, I'm taking a break. He gets up with the little stone and everything, and he'll walk out to right here. And this is the first time he's seeing like all the scarecrows, and they're all fighting
You
over there. And he's like,
currently
oh, come
see
on.
behind Isri, they're almost 30 feet away now, but you see the ravens are picking at the scarecrows, holding them back.
Okay. Yeah. Irenen's gonna take out his longbow and start trying to hit old hag lady over here
Do it.
as best he can. Since he's kind of on a perch, I guess, isn't he? Since he's really on the porch.
Yeah.
Right.
Just waves from the
See what he
start.
can do with this.
Huh.
11 does not hit.
No, it does not.
I'm tired. I'm. Tries again. 27.
It does hit. Just for flavor, I say you got 1 foot on the porch and 1 foot on the skull, giving you a little extra
Yeah. And,
height. Like, okay.
that is. Yeah, and that is 13 points of damage. And I kind of look at Azula and I'm just like, do you know how to fucking drive this thing?
The other lady's dead, right? Probably.
He'll kind of move out of the way so she can see her split head on the ground.
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
I think.
Core.
Cool. I'm going to do a kick flip, just like kick up and leap, send myself flying up and stand up half my movement. She said she looked like she was resistant to fire damage.
Yes.
Cool. I think I'm just going to. She's resistant to my stuff. I think I'm just going to make 3 attacks after
Okay, go for
advantage. So let's see here. First attack, natural 20.
Okay.
So that'll be. So hold on, that'll be 8 plus 8 plus 4. So that'll be 20 points of damage from the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so 8, so 20, and then on this, only a 14.
14 is not hit.
It doesn't hit. The third one is a 22, and I have to roll the damage separate.
That's fine.
It's actually I'm gonna just roll 2d4 for this one because one of it's gonna be
Okay.
one of the d4 is. So an additional 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna get all up in the hag's face, just trying to draw attention to myself. Bongo is going to just take his magical longsword and a 2-handed attack with that. Only a 13 because he is not flanking.
Nope.
It's not gonna hit.
Not yet.
All right, that's me.
Odeline.
Wonderful. So, still straight up not having a good time with the hag being our enemy today. Odeline, still tears kind of coming down her face, is going to clutch her holy symbol and try and cast Secret Flame.
Alright, so next save.
Yep, sorry. I only meant to hit display and it rolled for it, so. Dex save for DC 14, or she'll take 5 whopping radiant damage.
What is her dex? That's a 17.
Yep, nope, nothing.
Any bonus actions?
No bonus actions.
Azula.
Okay. Okay. Question. Can I fly this thing?
So,
It says you touch a willing creature. This fly, you touch a willing creature. This was a creature.
doing that, yes.
Yeah.
Doing that, yes, I'll allow that. Because traditionally
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to because it was bonded with her. But
Mhm,
doing
but
that,
she's
you're
dead.
able to cast fly on it.
Okay. Yay. So that's my action.
Okay?
So I had to have
The night
put
hag
all the.
sees you come up and start to lift the skull. She's gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
do a first level magic missile.
Okay.
So that's gonna be only 6 points of force damage.
Yep, and I gotta roll concentration.
Yep. So
Save?
you gotta
What's
beat,
check?
so you gotta beat 10.
It's a Constitution save.
Yep.
Save.
Your Constitution save.
Yep.
You gotta beat 10.
20.
You're good. It's still up.
Okay. How many points was that, sorry?
7.
7.
Alright. Isri.
Alright, I'm gonna... These hags are really fucking annoying, so I'm gonna unload. I'm gonna 2 attacks and flurry of blows.
Alright, go ahead and make those attacks.
And I'm flanking, right?
Yep.
Awesome. So 17, 14, 26, 26.
17, 14, 26 to 26, 17, 26 to 26 hit.
Awesome. So 11, 10, 9. So 30 points of damage.
Okay. And that's it for you?
Yeah.
Irnan.
Irnan is going to step more sure-footedly into the skull since she's about to fly this thing, and he's just going to take 2 more pop shots with his longbow at her.
Okay, do so.
Out of the 28
Hits.
for 8 piercing. And so, does it look like my arrows are doing anything?
They seem to be doing minimal damage.
Like they're not doing as much damage as they should be.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, then he's just gonna switch over to a silver one and see what that does.
Okay.
21,
21 hits.
13 points of damage.
That seems to do a lot more.
Alright, and he's gonna just basically settle in for whatever Azula's gonna try to do with this thing.
Core.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing I did.
Do it.
Flurry of strikes on this lady. First attack is a natural 20 again. So that is 7 plus 8, so 15 plus 4, so 19 from the first attack.
How do you want
The
to do
second attack. Well, okay, so I got 3 attacks. So basically, with the first one, I do like a big old flourish and a downward strike, and I'll cut like one big cut across her. With the second one, I'll cut another big cross right across her, like a big old X, like on her down her torso. And then the third strike, I do like a spinning motion, and I just come in with the blade and just decapitate her.
You watch the first strike, you see her body was starting to crumple. The second strike brings her back up. And then you just swing around, and you decapitate her as her body is completely limp. Her head falls to the ground, and you guys are officially out of initiative as the house is de-arcaned. The witch is dead, and so is the night hag. And you see the ravens have just finished picking off what was left of the scarecrows. You see, they all seem to like fly above you for a moment, then fly off back towards Veliki.
Irnan reaches up and he just grabs the little stone and everything. He's just studying. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
You see, by this
Go
point, the were-raven that you guys met earlier, she has like, in the midst of the battle, she could be heard from across the river. She is now over there. She's got her wings out, and she kind of like lands right over where the scarecrows once stood. Well, it looks like I'm not really needed now, but you are all right. I thought perhaps you all might be dead, but looks like you made it.
As soon as she says all right, Odeline drops on all fours and proceeds to vomit.
Oh.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yay.
Are you okay, Lily?
She vomits a little more.
Ooh, I guess not. I'm gonna give her my water skin.
Which she will use and splash water on her face. And she's just heaving very heavy, very loud sobs.
You see, the were-raven kind of looks all around what happened, and she sees you holding the stone, Irnan. Where did you get that?
Are you gonna get out of the spider house?
That's stone. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
And he kind of since he's a little bit tired from heaving it there, he kind of like lifts it up and he'll walk over to her and show it to her.
You see, she kind of begins to look at it over. She's like, "This is one of the stones from the Wizards of Wines."
Are we meant to recognize that?
Oh.
All right, cool. What is that?
The Wizards of Wines was the winery that you guys went to. Azula, you weren't a part of that.
Yep.
Well, Azula and Olin were not a part of that. When you guys had to go and help with the shipment of wine to Veliki, you guys went to the winery to see what was going on, and there were druids there. Erwin's father, who runs the winery, told you that one of the stones that helps make the wine went missing.
Oh.
So say we gotta return it, then don't we?
Yeah, probably.
Yes. I suppose we should.
I mean, if you want, I can take this back. If I would have known you were friends of with Erwin and his brood, I would have been more helpful.
I'm alright with you taking it. I don't know what my friends might think, but I'm okay with you taking it.
You guys have all been pretty helpful, trustworthy so far, so I don't see why not.
Alright, well, I will go ahead and head that way then. I assume all the threats are gone and dealt with now? Scarecrow's dead.
I think so, and Iernan will actually start heading into the house, and he'll bring the body of that witch out.
Alright. You see she was wearing a very loose robe. She was getting out of the tub when you guys came about. I rolled to see what she was doing, and that's what she was doing the time you guys came through.
We should burn these bodies quickly.
Yeah, it might not be a terrible idea.
Why have an illusionary baby then? To drag us in. That was a
That's
trap,
the only reason
wasn't it?
that's the only thing I can think of.
You all could still hear the sound of the baby crying inside.
Well,
Iernan's just gonna go in there and see what he can find.
Okay. So you're gonna make a investigation check?
What do I see with a passive of 18?
Passive 18.
Yeah.
You are able to find that the crib has a name on it. It says Strahd on it.
Oh,
fuck
awesome.
that.
Yeah, he smashes it.
No! Don't!
Somebody is.
This is my jam.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm saying too.
Don't smash
Besides
it.
that, you notice that all the furnishings and everything are bolted to the floor.
Okay.
I don't know how to fix that. Try reading yourself and see what happens. Okay, that seemed to fix it. Whatever you just did. Or probably just went all the way through.
Can I message Iernan?
Yes.
Rip up the floorboards. I can't get off this thing, otherwise I'll drop concentration. Rip up the floorboards. Do something. Look for it.
When I smash the crib, is there still crying?
Yes. You think... No, once you smash the crib, yeah, it's gone.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Gets up when she hears the crying stop. What happened?
Also, in the house, you find a wooden chest.
Oh, great.
Why did the crying stop?
I'd be able to see inside, yes?
Yeah, you can see that the crib is destroyed.
Yep, I'm gonna pass it on.
Oh,
Crib's.
And
Aaron's gonna
Irden
smash
just
the crib.
is looking at the wooden chest, and he's like, "Does it look like it's locked or trapped?"
Make a intelligence check.
Intelligence. That is my strong suit, my friend.
Okay, do it.
How dare you even suggest that? Oh, yummy. That's a 2.
It looks safe.
Yeah, I'll open it.
You'll open it.
Yeah.
You are, as soon as you touch it, you are going to take
Sick.
5d8 thunder damage.
Awesome.
Oh shit. Mm. Do you need help, buddy?
Kind of like what Victor's room was. You take 24 points of thunder
shoot.
damage. It's just
Boom.
boom.
Shit.
It was a glyph of warding.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you hear Irden start fucking cussing in Elvish and everything, and then he just basically he's just gonna basically with whatever he used and everything, just basically try to smash the chest open.
You do so. You smash the chest open. Out pops 4 crawling claws,
Oh shit.
and they
What?
all kind of just jump out, and then they kind of just lay there.
Claws.
Yes, 4. They're called crawling claws.
I'm not trying
And are they? Does it look like they're like alive?
They look like hands, like zombie hands, and they're just laying there.
Oh, great.
Gross.
Can I move them?
You go to grab one. One is going to go ahead and attempt to make an attack at you.
Oh, yay.
That is gonna be
Sloppy. Fuck this.
a 12 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. Another one's
And
going
he's
to try to
gonna-
attack at you.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit for only 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, even with how much bludgeoning?
1.
1. Okay.
So I will tell you. I'll let you react because these things
He
only have
is
2
going
hit
to
points
basically
apiece.
he's just gonna basically summon that sun sword and just start trying to slice these fuckers just off.
You do so. You take care of the hands.
Yeah.
They only have 2 hit points each. I'm not gonna roll in a whole another initiative for these.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it. But you have this chest is now open.
Mhm.
Inside, you find 1,300 gold pieces,
Oh shit.
Awesome.
500 gold piece gemstones.
Hold on, I can't get to my inventory fast enough.
A vial containing a oil of sharpness.
Oh shit.
2 spell scrolls. One is revivify, and one is mass cure wounds.
Alright, Wayne.
There's a pouch containing 10 plus 1 sling bullets. A set of some strange pipes, and
Mhm.
it almost looks like a stone owl's face.
Mhm.
Not sure what the pipes or that stone is.
Yeah. Irden, can he pick this chest up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He picks it up and he just walks out and everything. He's still swearing and everything. And anybody who can read Elvish, he's just like, this fucking piece of shit, goddamn zombie yards and shit. Fucking Then he just drops it right above him and everything. It says, "Take your pick."
Core will grab the pipes. Those look kind of cool.
Okay. If you want, you could attempt to make an Arcana check.
I'll make an Arcana check, or
Sure.
maybe Azula.
Hmm?
Who has a better Arcana check that might want to?
Ooh, I might. I think that's one of my
Areas of
things. Yeah,
expertise.
5.
I have a +6. Can I take a look at it instead, or help?
Yeah.
I will show the pipes to
Have
her
a
and
whopping
give her
0.
guidance.
Okay.
I have a +0 as well.
Okay. Go ahead
So-
and make a Arcana check.
With
You are-
advantage?
Yeah.
You are guidanced.
Okay.
Guidance. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that.
While
Core
they're
does
all
not know
doing
anything about Arcana.
while they're all doing this, can I try and like convince Bongo to play patty cake?
Yes, you may.
Minimal
Awesome.
convincing needed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So 16.
16. You know that these are pipes of haunting.
Hmm.
You must be proficient with wind instruments to use these pipes.
With
They
what
have-
instrument?
With wind instruments.
I am
Flutes.
proficient with pan flute.
And flutes and stuff like that. They have 3 charges. You can use an action to play them. Expend 1 charge to create an eerie, spell-binding tune. Each creature within 30 feet of you that hears you play must make a Wisdom DC 15 saving throw or become frightened of you for 1 minute. If you wish, all creatures in the area that aren't hostile towards you automatically succeed on the saving throw. Creature that fails the saving throw can repeat it at the end of their turns. A creature that succeeds on the saving throw is immune to being frightened for 24 hours.
It's an Aztec death whistle.
Basically, yeah.
How much money are we splitting up?
1,300 gold pieces and 500 gold piece gemstones. That they're worth 500 gold pieces, so 5
Yeah.
of them.
And then what spell scrolls did you say we had?
Mass Cure Wounds and Revivify.
They're both yours. Take them.
Thank you.
Ian then just walks back to the porch and is just thinking to himself.
Odaline's gonna take a deep breath, kind of steal her nerves, and then she wants to go back over to the hag's body and search it extremely thoroughly, like worryingly thoroughly.
You could see there really isn't much on the actual night hag's body. There is a little bit of like some a bag that's got some like a set of like clothes in it, but that's it. There really isn't much on her. She is not as powerful as she should be, but that is okay.
Wasn't kidding when I say a disturbingly thorough search. She is going to be doing an anatomical medical full just autopsy on this entire body right there in front of everyone, like just yeah,
Okay.
full on medical. Looking at how this hag is made, what traits it has, everything, just yeah.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check. A separate one for doing what you're doing, since this is a magical creature.
Oh my god. Natural 20.
Let's go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, you can definitely tell that these are creatures. You can kind of see very similar, some very close similarities to you, as they come from the Feywild. But they were exiled many years ago. So they started out as Feys, but then they degenerated into fiends. You can see that there is only 2 things on her. She has it in her body. Looks like she may have like swallowed one of these things. The first thing she has looks like a black gem. You know this as a heartstone. It allows a night hag to become ethereal while in her possession. Her bag, you take a double look at it. When an evil humanoid dies as a result of a night hag's nightmare haunting, the hag can catch the soul inside the bag. So basically, it's basically to hold souls.
It's only if an evil entity dies in her?
Yes, when an evil entity dies.
There's not like a whole bunch of kid souls in there.
No.
Okay.
But that's what you're able to get from, like, going through. You see, it's now gotten quiet now, as, the were-raven that you guys met previously is gone. So it's just you guys standing outside the hut.
There is a faint sound of like patting / clapping in the background as Izri and Bongo are playing patty cake.
Hey,
Absolutely.
after a rough fight, a game of patty cake sounds great.
I'm saying.
So, what is everyone doing at this point now?
After having
Resting.
done a full-on, in-depth search autopsy on the body of this hag, Odeline is going to close its eyes and kind of brush its hair back a little bit, and then try and do the same for the witch's body, and try and pile up the bodies together and suggest to everybody that we burn them.
Okay, make
I will cast Searing Smite and light them on fire.
Alright, you pile them up with the scarecrow bodies, because it's straw, they catch on fire. There you go. Minimal work needed. But you do set them on fire.
Like I said, Odeline did shut their eyes first. Even the
Yes.
one that was decapitated had kind of brushed their hair back to give them a little bit of dignity.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not a whole lot, just enough.
Can Iernan burn the treehouse?
You want to just set the entire hut on fire?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
It's done. It
Can I-
gave him nothing but pain.
Can they please move the skull away first?
Yeah,
Yes.
can I gather the broken pieces of the crib and use mending to put it back together?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, no. Iernan's
It
not
doesn't-
gonna allow that.
Aaron, it's not going to make it magical again. It's just making it... I can't restore the magic that was in it. I just am putting the physical thing back together.
I want to help you persuade him if
Okay,
you want to do that.
sure. I would say make a persuasion check against Iernan's a charisma saving throw.
Alright.
You make the persuasion check, and that'll be the DC.
I'm making the persuasion, or... Azula?
You're the one that started it, so I'm going to help
Okay.
you.
Yes.
Alright, so I do that with advantage because she's helping?
Yes.
Great. That's gonna be necessary.
Okay.
Damn, my persuasion
Okay.
is
So
not great. today.
Aaron, make a charisma saving throw. Or charisma check.
Oh,
Yeah.
saving. It would make a difference.
Okay,
It's,
14.
I'm not grossing in it.
You are not convinced. You're like.
No.
If this was Strahd's...
He's,
if
he
this
basically
is-
takes the little nameplate where it says Strahd on it and everything. He breaks it on his knee and he just throws it into the fire.
All right. Do with a rest. How long of a rest are you taking, Cor? At least a short rest.
Yeah, are we able to fit a short rest in?
Yeah. I'll allow you to take a short rest. It's quiet
Ian's
right now.
Odaline's gonna walk as far away from the group as she thinks she can get away with without being too far to be seen. Take that short rest.
Okay, that's fine. You all get a
I
short
go
rest.
sit in the skull. Sit in the skull.
Okay. Now, as the short rest is done, you all do whatever things you get back on a short rest. The rest is yours. The rest of the day is yours.
Sorry, I had like 6 people call me there. You said we're taking a short rest?
Yes, you guys are getting the benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of a short rest.
I will roll some rest dice.
Oh, here's the other houses right here. There's houses back here. This was part of earlier. Where's some of this?
Irnan will go off by himself to attempt again to pray to the sun god, since he kind of had a vision of him helping him get the stone out.
Okay. Is it a silent prayer or an out loud prayer?
He walked away far enough from the group so he's kind of like actually talking to him. He's not whispering or anything.
Okay. Just regular talking to him. Okay, sounds good. With that, what is everybody doing? You guys have the benefits of a short rest now.
I've taken the skull with me. Just so you know. Do I need a strength check or?
It's a giant skull. Like
I
a
want to still
giant's.
take it with me.
If we're taking an hour for a short rest, doesn't that give her enough time to try and attune to the skull?
Oh
Azula,
yes,
you can attempt to attune to this.
please.
Make a Arcana check if you'd like.
We're not leaving until we hotwire this skull.
I want the skull.
I want the skull for you so bad.
A 9.
Oh man.
I want the skull. Since everyone wants the skull, can I do advantage? Advantage.
I will allow you to attempt to attune once more without incurring any kind of disadvantage or anything like that, or higher.
Do you maybe want to call your arcane cleric friend to give you help or maybe guidance?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll allow that.
I want the skull.
All right.
I want the skull.
Odaline comes over and, has a nice riveting intellectual discussion with Azula about the specific arcane properties of the skull car and also casts guidance.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. And guidance is a.
D4.
Up, D4.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Ooh, and then I haven't looked, so I don't know. That's a 4. Why do you not go through? That's a 4.
Okay.
And that's 21 on the stomach.
Okay, Azula.
Mhm.
To attune to this, you will have to take some of your blood and wipe it on the
Okay.
skull. And sit there for an entire hour, basically, is what you have to do. So you take
Okay.
a dagger, you kind of like cut your hand, you kind of rub it against the skull. Again, after an hour pops up, you feel connected to it, and you see the blood drives into the skull.
Yep.
Odaline respectfully golf claps for Azula.
You now have a flying
Giant skull.
giant skull.
How many of us could fit in that, just out of curiosity?
So tightly, it's a giant skull. You could almost all fit in it, actually.
Could I technically stand on the side of it as it flies, like a side cart?
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you could all technically fit inside this. It wouldn't be the roomiest thing in the world, but yeah. that's the thing. It's a, when you think of a skull of a giant, you can all like stand in it and like just lean against it, and you are all able to fit inside.
This makes me incredibly happy.
Uh-huh.
Like, we're gonna go to fight Strahd, and we're gonna roll up like packed into a clown car of a giant skull. Like, what's up, fucker?
Or what's bigger, a dragon skull or a giant skull?
I think a
You would
dragon
probably
skull.
you probably think the dragon skull would be bigger, but
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
already being claimed for something else.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking because we're stealing the skull later, yeah?
Yeah,
A little
Use
bait
my
and
skull to
switch.
steal the other skull?
that's not a terrible
Yeah.
idea.
Oh. Okay.
It's not a terrible. Okay.
We've had worse ideas, is what
Yep.
you're saying.
That is fair. Wow.
And before we go,
Did we walk here, or did we actually have like the little carriage that we take?
The carriage is on the other side.
Yeah, Iernan will offer to take the carriage and meet them back in Valaki.
before we go, can we just do a little investigation of the houses just to make sure we're not missing anything?
Yes.
Also, there's that mansion, right?
Yes, because
Yeah.
you all came here because of the card reading.
Yeah.
The card reading.
What were
card
we
reading
looking for?
says, "I see a dead village drowned by a river, ruled by one who's brought great evil into the world."
Oh,
Is the
And-
place that
the baby was evil? I don't know.
the baby was Strahd, but
Baby was
That's
evil.
just evil.
The
Which
baby
is
was
evil?
I like
That
that
was
conclusion.
Strahd's mother. I'm just
But-
assuming.
but also I'd like to go investigate the mansion.
You want to investigate the mansion?
Yeah, I don't say what I'm
Oh.
thinking out loud necessarily, but I am thinking something.
If I see Odeline walking towards the mansion, just for safety's sake, Isri would probably follow her.
Okay.
Is this all within the hour? Or after?
No, I think this would be after the hour because Odeline
Okay.
needed a rest too.
Yeah.
Yeah, ditto.
Toward the south end of the village lie the remains of a mansion built on higher ground.
How old does the mansion look?
It has been reduced to piles of stone and rotting timber. Empty arched windows stare at you. South of the ruin, an untamed garden runs rampant, surrounded by broken walls that are no longer able to contain it. East of the ruin, someone has erected a crude wooden fence, forming a circular yard in which several goats are penned. Surmounting the fence posts are human skulls.
Oh man.
As you are getting in closer to the mansion, you see on the front step of the mansion a ghost takes shape in the fog, assuming the form of a giant of a man. His features mutilated and his entrails hanging out like frayed ropes. Despite its intimidating presence, the apparition has a cringing light in its eyes. "Why do you invade my home? Begone, I beseech you."
Apologies. I'm Odeline, Lady Odeline, Ongret, Conrad, and Roser. I'm so sorry to interfere. I didn't realize anyone was at home. May I ask your name?
I am Burgermeister Ulrich. Welcome to, well, what is left of Berez.
Well, hi, I'm Isri. Nice to meet you.
So sorry to have seen the misfortune that's befallen your village. It's got a haunting sort of beauty to it still, though, and I kind of point to the overgrown garden in particular. We were here not to intrude or invade, but just to look around, ask questions. Were you aware that there was a witch and a hag here?
There's not any more.
Yes, Baba Lasaga.
And were you friends with Baba Lasaga?
No, not at all.
Well, we got rid of her, so you're welcome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Do you mind if we look around your home?
What is it that you are looking for, dear? There's nothing here but an old cellar with old wine that is probably not good to drink.
Still.
Doesn't wine get better as it gets older, Odeline?
Yes, sometimes, but sometimes if it's not properly stored, it can turn
Turn into
vinegary
vinegar.
tasting. Yeah, it depends. I'd assume with all the flooding here, it was not properly stored, so I don't think this is going to taste terribly good. But I'm so we're new to Barovia. We're not from here. We have been brought here against our will, and we're trying to help as best we can. Do you know Strahd von Barovich?
Yes. Strahd von Zarevich, yes.
Zarevich, excuse me.
It is alright. Yes, I do. That leech. He came into Berez. I remember he wanted to speak with a woman here. Marina. A tortured girl. She didn't really know who she was.
What do you mean?
Died. She killed herself in the river to escape him.
When you say she didn't know who she really was,
She came
what do you mean by that?
to Berez and said that there were gaps in her memory.
Oh. Did she have bruises on her neck?
Yes, she did.
Does Strahd have a habit of harassing girls with amnesia?
Or do they get amnesia because he harasses them?
Oh, that's a better point, yeah.
Yes, but he came here looking for her. When he found
Why
her dead, he flooded the village.
What did she look like?
Darker skin, auburn hair. Beautiful woman she was.
That seemed like, and wasn't here for descriptions of Irina at the beginning of the game. Does that sound like he has a type?
No, it's pretty damn close.
Okay, so he has a type. Irina, did she have family here that may have survived?
No, but we did at least give her a burial.
That was good of you.
But no, she was a kind of a abandoned child for the most part. With the aid of the local priest, we were able to make sure that she was saved from being turned into whatever Strahd is. She unfortunately did not get to see her last moments. But after her death, the Marsh rose from the river and prevented most of our villagers to return. It remained abandoned since then, until some years ago, that witch came in and she moved in.
You don't have to worry about her anymore. And I would like to personally just thank you and all of the people of your village who did your best by that poor, poor girl.
We were not happy with the situation, but we did at least give her that little bit of sleep.
Dignity.
Yes, she at least deserved that much.
What about you? Don't you want peace?
I don't know if
I'm-
I will ever receive peace or not, but maybe one day, perhaps.
I apologize for being forward and very, I know, rude under the circumstances, but I can't help but notice your passing was not peaceful. May I ask what happened to you?
This was a beast like a dog, but it was black and it had flames all over it.
Mm.
It was one of
Oh.
Strahd's broods.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Not, but we're going to try and set it to be alright.
Well, the only things that are really here are her house. Well, now that I see you burnt it down, you're burning it down.
Yes.
There is all that we have here is the churchyard, the girl's monument, and the standing stones. That is really all we have.
A few questions.
Sure.
Did you hear the baby crying in the witch's hut?
Briefly, yes.
Do you know what that was about? We assumed it was magical.
There are stories, at least from what I can tell, between her and that other woman that came about a week ago. That, at least from the story I understand, the witch was once a servant to Strahd's father. The term was midwife.
So we just killed Strahd's wet nurse, functionally.
And destroyed his crib, which might have reminded him of when he was human. Thank you.
She apparently raised him from since he was a boy. Not necessarily his mother, but mother's surrogate, perhaps.
Sometimes wet nurses and au pairs are closer to the children than the parents.
Yes, that is at least the conversation I overheard from not being able to leave this place, but at least you know that now.
And you said that there's a churchyard and the monument to the girl Marina.
Yes.
May I please search your home to see if there's anything that we might take with us and aid us to restore peace to this realm?
If I had anything for you to take, you could.
But you don't know what we might consider helpful. My party and I, we all have different skills and abilities, things that you might think are knickknacks and of no use at all. We might be able to find tremendous use of.
Okay. He kind of steps aside. He kind of shakes his head. You take the time to look around. You find the old barrel of wine. That's it.
It's a barrel? It's not like there's bottles with like a
it's
local
a big,
label.
large cask.
Okay. And then can I also look through the garden to see if there are any like plants, herbs, flowers that I think might be useful, medicinal?
It is overgrown. It's like tall weeds and thorny vines.
Mm-hmm.
If you go through it.
Or
Okay, so you're gonna go through it?
I want to ask Cor to go through it because I am not a nature gal. I am an indoor cat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go take a peek at what's in the garden. I'll make a.
Okay.
I'd also like to
guide
go
myself.
Yeah, I'd like to go with him, but I just want him to lead.
Core. Go ahead and make me a nature check. Nature or survival.
I'll do survival.
Okay.
So with a D4, 17.
17. As you get pretty close to where the garden is, hidden between the tall weeds and thorny vines are nude sculptures of handsome men and women, as well as carved stone benches. Doesn't really see like at first glance that it looks like there's nothing in there. You look really close at one of the statues. It is surrounded by 4 giant poisonous snakes, and they kind of just slither. And they stick their tongue out at you.
When you say giant, you mean like actually like big, or just like big for a snake?
Big for a snake. Giant.
Okay, I'm gonna hold out a hand just to stop Odeline from going forward and point out the snakes. Yes, best not to disturb those ones.
Really silly question, DM. Does it look like the statue of the nude figures is something that can be lifted if it's like 10 pounds or less? Or is it like a statue that's bolted to the ground kind of thing?
Probably bolted to the ground.
Okay.
And into the patio, the stone patio and everything, yeah.
Alright, Odeline will carefully and slowly step back and just kind of backwards walk away from the situation.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll leave them be.
Okay. So you know what? You know that that's there.
Yep.
Kill Strahd with a bunch of snakes. Just throw snakes at him.
I'm looking for something that he might consider a memento of this place and of this girl.
You could continue looking the grounds. He did mention the churchyard.
And the monument to her. I'd like to search both if we can.
Okay, the church is next.
Aaron will go to the church, yeah.
Okay, the church. I'll go ahead and reveal this area a little bit to you. Not that you guys are doing that. As you come to the churchyard, through the fog, you see the empty shell of an old stone church, north of which is a cemetery of leading gravestones enclosed by a disintegrating iron fence. Half the cemetery is sunk into the mire. Rotten coffins and molded bones are buried in the graveyard. All you really find, and as far as the stone church is concerned, it is caved in. Some of it's rubble, some of it's marsh. Really, all you're able to look and see is the remains of a pulpit and an iron bell, half immersed in the marsh. It's basically just it's in shambles. There's no way of really getting inside and lifting. If you guys want to spend 8 hours lifting rocks and see the ground, you can, but that's it.
Aaron just walks by and kind of flicks his finger and dings the bell and just walks on to the graveyard.
Okay. With that, you guys go to the monument next. Hidden by the fog and elevated a few feet above the surrounding marsh is a raised plot of land, barely 10 feet on the side, enclosed by a disintegrating iron fence. In the center of the plot is a life-sized stone monument carved into the likeness of a kneeling peasant girl clutching a rose. Although her features are gray and weather-worn, she bears a striking resemblance to Irina Kolyana. Carved into the monument's base is a message. The message reads, Marina, taken by the mists.
Eileen says a prayer, just kind of quietly to this poor deceased peasant woman's monument and try and hope that she is at peace and is at least safe from Strahd. Are there any, marsh flowers that are growing in this area?
Not at the moment, no.
So is this like a monument, or is this the grave of it?
Oh, okay. The monument I didn't reveal. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Oh, okay.
Down here.
Oh, it's over there.
Yeah. Anybody, as you're looking at the monument and everything, anybody can make a investigation check. Of any kind. Anybody can.
I will.
Okay.
Isri's dumb, so he'll pass on that.
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20?
Dang it.
Odeline, as you're like looking for the marsh flowers, you're looking at the backside. You find a hidden cavity underneath the monument.
What size is this hidden cavity underneath the monument?
It looks like it's enough to where you have to maybe it looks like somebody put like a rock or something, and it's just so. The monument itself is made out of this gray stone. This is just a regular rock somebody stuck in there to hide something.
Okay, I'm going to use Mage Hand and try and move the stone.
Okay, go ahead and make me a strength check.
Mage Hand can only do 10 pounds, I think, of lifting, so if it's heavier than that.
Okay, but still go ahead and make me a strength check if you would.
Okay. Could be. Check. Where are you? There you are.
You're not lifting, it's just seeing if you're able to pull.
2. The natural 1.
Oh no.
No.
Would any of us have seen that she was digging behind the monument?
Yeah, Mage Hand isn't invisible.
Yeah, you would see that. Oh, hey, Odeline, by the way, when you use Mage Hand, it looks like a skeletal hand.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
It's one of the effects
In an
of
old
the wonderful things of Berez
Yeah.
here.
Odeline, do you need help with whatever you're doing?
Yes, but be very, very careful.
I'll help Isri.
Okay, Isri, make a strength check at advantage.
Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of shove my top half in, trying to grab whatever's back there.
Okay, go for it.
$11. Wow, fantastic.
11. The moment you do that, the croaking frogs and chirping crickets fall silent, and the stench of decay grows strong. You hear the trudge of heavy footsteps through mud and water as bloated gray shapes shamble out of the fog. You now see these 7 human corpses begin walking towards the monument.
Isri, whatever you gotta grab, do it now.
Is there? Am I holding anything?
Yes, you find looks like a case of some kind. Looks like when somebody buys a nice gift and they want to present it. That's what it looks like. It's a box.
I'm gonna grab it, and can I teleport out of the hole holding it?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away are the shambling zombie bodies?
Zombies are 60 feet away.
Okay. Too many abilities and feats and traits, sorry. I'm going to use 30 feet of movement to get within 30 feet of them.
Okay.
And then I'd like to channel divinity and turn undead.
Okay. And what if anything do I need to do, or if you want to post that in
Yeah.
Roll20 for me?
Did that post it? Okay, so that's the turn undead, but then I am also past level 5, so there's also destroy undead, which
Okay.
factors in as well, so let me throw that in.
Alright, let's look at destroy undead.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Each undead can see or hear you within 30 feet, must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute, and then it must try and get away, but if I am using the turn undead feature, since I am at level 5, if the creature is at half, what's it called? If it's half of challenge rating, that's what it is. If it's half a challenge rating or lower, it is destroyed if it fails its saving throw instead of just turned.
And what's your DC?
Oh, that is a great question. It should, I think, be...
Your cleric, whatever
Yeah,
your cleric.
Spellcasting, 14. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw of hopefully lower than 14, and hopefully these zombies are not very high challenge rating. What I'm going for.
Go ahead and tell me what this looks like.
So clutching the holy symbol on her prayer beads, very desperate and kind of her hand shaking, Odeline reaches out and says, "Stop!" And it's going to be blue light coming from her holy symbol.
They all explode.
And kind of for the first time since since the baby crying, Odeline looks a little bit more at peace and okay and less like she's having a nervous breakdown.
Hold on. Let me look at something that... Hold on. Two dead.
Yeah, are they challenge ratings?
They have a 0 challenge
Oh,
rating.
great. Great. So if they don't make the wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw, then they're destroyed.
So, I have to look at what it reads, though, about something else. It's instantly destroyed. Okay, they're instantly destroyed completely. Okay, that's all I need to know. That's all. Okay.
I mean, I hope they weren't friendly zombies.
No. So what would have happened is if they would have hit 0 hit points, a swarm of poisonous snakes from each one would have came out.
But they got destroyed.
But since they were instantly destroyed, not reduced to 0 hit points.
Cool. I love those technicalities.
Yeah. So you saved yourself from having to fight 7 swarm of poisonous snakes. So.
Gonna go over to Isri and what's in the box?
I don't know. What is in the box?
You open the box. The box is empty. But what was in its place? It looks like it once held a large crest of some kind. Because it looks like it had like felt like inside the box, and it was fit to form whatever was held. It looks like, I will give you a depiction of what it looks like.
Ooh.
It looks like it's supposed to look like a wooden cross.
It's mending to repair whatever is inside.
I mean that's what I'm saying. So the item itself is not inside.
Okay.
But the form itself, like the form it sits in.
And the cushion, where it rested.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like an imprint of what was in there.
Yeah, there's an imprint of what it was in there. And there is a letter inside.
I will take the letter and read it if I can. If it's in a language I understand.
Okay. It is in a language that you understand.
Great.
To whoever it may concern. I know that it is a lot to ask, but protect this with your life. This will be an instrument against the coming darkness that I sense will overtake the land. If this is my last time reading, then know that any stories of what I'm about to tell you is indeed true. First, I must introduce myself. My name is Euro Motikov. I am a were-raven. I am a part of a group known as the Keepers of the Feather. The box holds a holy relic known as the holy symbol of Ravenkind. With this item, it will hold back any undead and paralyze that such thing. And if done right, it will also Oh, they changed what it looked like. That's lame. So it doesn't look like that anymore. It looks like this now. It almost looks like a sun. Yeah, it now looks like a sun. It used to look like a cross, but they must have changed it in an update or something. Lame. Guess they didn't want, people to get upset. Um, but with this, you can also call forth the sun as well. Hopefully, this will be able to be used against Strahd himself. Please be safe, and may the Morning Lord keep you ever safe.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of say it as I read it to the group,
Okay?
or the folks there. So whatever is no longer in here was obviously really important, and we could really stand to have it.
Very good.
Seems pretty likely Strahd got it.
That would be very unfortunate.
But could he have touched it?
Could have compelled somebody else to.
That is fair.
And
Now,
this is the name of the guy that's at the Blue Water Inn, right?
no, Euro is a name you guys have never heard of. But the last name is. So he's probably a descendant of some kind.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do have some ravens that are still in the area. If you want to call one down and see if they know anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like
We'll try.
wildly like double arm waving at a raven.
You see one of the ravens come down, kind of turns into just a plain, uh, spiky, black-haired uh, peasant. You've seen him once or twice at the Blue Water Inn. Yes, I didn't really want to reveal myself, but it seems like you were wanting someone to talk to or ask a question about something.
Yes. Sorry for the exposing your the stuff you got going on. So I'm gonna show him like the letter, um, and be kind of ask what was this? What was the symbol of ravenkind?
You, yes. The symbol of Ravenkind, Irwin has talked about it once or twice. His great grandfather got it from a priest of when Ravenloft was a brighter place. Uh, there was a paladin by the name of Ludana who received this symbol from a giant raven, and she used it to destroy vampires. The story goes that Euro went and buried it somewhere, and it looks as though you found where it was buried, but it looks like someone got to it first. Now,
No.
here is. Hey, that's interesting. You see, he kind of looks kind of like closer with the felt. You see, there is looks like some kind of some kind of cloth that was kind of stuck, to the box. After like lifting it up, it looks like a multicolored cloth that belongs to the Vistani. There's
Son,
there's a
bitch.
Vistani camp that is right outside of Veliki. Or back in Barovia, but the closest one is in Veliki.
Yeah.
Sounds like we know where we're going next.
I would say that Core did let you guys know that the um, that he did get a message from Strahd. Strahd is wanting to know where you
Impatient.
guys are at. So
So maybe this is a post Strahd quest.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
so, but with that in mind, I think it's a good place for us to stop the session for the evening. Um, and kind of just leave on at least stop on that note itself. Um, goodbye, my friends. We hope you enjoyed the show. I wish we could continue, but it's time for us to go. We appreciate the memories made, never to be forgotten. There will be more to be made next time at the Bardic Cauldron.